A lot of times when people have helmets like that, they'll have like a little voice thing. Like there was Destro from G.I. Joe. Yeah. I said, hey, Destro, I get pictures like, of course. It's like that's pretty cool. And he's like, nice dress, because I was gym at the time.
You lost your voice?
Yeah, no, I got sick a little bit. Yeah. It started Friday. It sucked.
All right, ready?
So you did gem with the whiskey voice?
Yeah, which was like
awesome.
Oh, and I'm like, well, I was singing.
Jam.
I was singing. So,
Oh, damn.
terrible.
This is Arthur Morgan from Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah, that's it's a lot. That's a lot there. And he's got that. You're gonna get a lot of compliments this video. You got the sexy voice.
I guess so.
The raspiness.
Hey,
so hey, we are here. Tornado Tag Podcast. Guest by Mysterio, I guess. Yeah. Spoiler alert. It's Ben.
No, it's nobody.
The laugh inside the helmet. I don't know if the mic picked that up, but that's amazing. Can you hear yourself fine?
Oh.
That's awesome.
He didn't put his. Yeah, so we have a lot to cover today. If you are tuning into today's episode because you are super excited for our topic, spoiler alert, it will not happen this episode.
Yeah, we'll push it back, but I got some cool stuff to show off and some good stuff to talk about. Elvira. So Elvira next week.
Yeah.
I wanted to get Elvira. I looked for an Elvira shirt up at the con, and I could not find one.
Yeah.
The shirts are hard to get.
Yeah.
Elvira shirts.
Yeah. So we're going to push Elvira back to next week because we have a lot to go over.
Now, do you want to...
Are you going to leave that on?
I am going to leave it on.
Okay, cool.
I do not give a fuck.
You know, a lot of people just audio only, so it's like, oh, what thrilling radio.
Yeah. So if you're listening to audio only, Ben is wearing the top half of his Mysterio.
Ben's wearing that, and there's somebody hooked on whiskey and cigars. Hey, guys.
And that other voice you're hearing is Andy.
That's terrible. It comes and goes. If I hack something up, it might get a little bit better.
Yeah. So we have, like I said, we have a lot going on. We got some news. We're going to go over what we're into. We have 2 boxes unload or unopen or whatever you want to call it. Unload, dropping loads. And then we're also going to do some snacks tonight.
Yeah, well, I have 2 sodas. I don't know.
2 sodas. I don't. We have to get the cups then. I don't know what the small cups are, but the red solo cups are over there.
I'll get them.
So let's start
Thank
off.
you, Andy.
I'll get one more.
Real quick, I just want to get over. If you guys enjoy the show and you definitely want to help us grow, we did get 2 new mics, as we talked last time, from you guys buying merch. The merch store is in links below. You actually you're the first one to get the Not Cool in High School stuff. You got a hoodie.
Holy dog shit.
Oh yeah, make sure to take pictures in the shirts. You said you want to keep doing that back, so we're doing that back then.
So there's the new hoodie.
Oh, that's cool.
It looks super retro. I like it.
It does. Yeah, it's real soft.
It's a super soft hoodie. He got the tapestry. He got a hoodie, a t-shirt, and yoga pants.
And the yoga pants.
Oh wow, nice.
He's gonna wear them.
Butt.
Yeah.
God damn it, Steve. Wow.
Yeah. So definitely go check it out. We have a lot of really cool stuff there. It helps us grow. We have a lot of cool stuff coming up just in the future. We have big plans. The pages are really starting to take off. We're putting a lot more content out there. So just start commenting away and hang out with us. So
engage.
So I have some news here. I'll let you guys do yours first, just in case I stepped on your stuff a little bit. So we'll start with you. What's some news topics you have tonight?
So back in April, they had announced the casting for Cowboy Bebop, the Netflix 10-episode series.
Oh baby.
In case you missed it, John Cho from Harold and Kumar is going to be playing Spike Spiegel. Mustafa Shakir he's Bushmaster from Luke Cage.
Oh, okay.
He'll be playing Jet, which is genius casting.
Is he going to be Blade too, or am I confused?
I don't know.
Oh no, that was Cottonmouth. The dude that played Cottonmouth is going to be Blade.
I'm not very familiar with Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, me either. I watched the anime, the original movie, once, and that's it.
Yeah.
Good shit. Good
So
shit.
I can't say much.
That's like a good starter anime.
It's one of my
for
favorites.
people to roll.
Now,
with.
people hated the fact that when they did the Death Note,
Yeah,
I liked it, but I don't read the comics either.
So yeah, you're going into it blind.
I haven't
just
seen
liked-
a live
it-
action I liked.
It was
yet.
a demon with William Dafoe's voice, and I was like, "This is fucking awesome."
Yeah, I haven't seen a live action I liked yet. So
You didn't like that one?
like
no, I didn't like it. I didn't like Full Metal Alchemist, which is like one of my favorites. That live action.
What
I
about
did
the
not
Death
like.
Note? Didn't you like?
I just thought it was not.
Not true to the source material.
Yeah, it's not.
that could be upsetting if you know the source.
Yeah.
To me-
I didn't see it. So
when it's a anime, I feel like it's animated for a reason. I've been saying this for like 20 years, and obviously technology has come a long way in the past 20 years. But I still feel like if you were to watch Full Metal Alchemist, there's scenes that you're like, well, it's obvious this is an anime for a reason. Because if this was in a movie, it would either cost $1 bajillion or it would be
CG,
lame.
yeah.
You're right.
yeah.
And it was kind of the same thing with the FMA. And then Death Note, it's kind of not true to the source material. I don't know. It just wasn't. It was disappointing. It's not that it was bad.
You know what would be interesting, and maybe it's not done so often just because of maybe the cost. Because at some point you're doing live action, where that live action and anime meet each other. Like when they made that Final Fantasy movie that looked like real people, but it wasn't.
That looked great.
oh, the Spirits Within.
Yeah, and then they
That
made
was like
the
1998.
Oh yeah, I didn't like it because that had nothing to do with Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
it was
and
out in
no.
space.
No,
And then
but
they
it looked
made-
really.
Yeah,
it
it
looked
looked cool.
amazing.
Then they made that movie where it was actually legit actors, but they did all like motion cap and made it look like a video game. Then you had like the Resident Evil that looks like real people, but it's a video game. It's still an animated movie.
Then you had Doom.
Doom, which was
Joke.
real people, it was not animated.
Rock baby.
But maybe if they're gonna animate something, maybe go a little more the lines of that and not use live action. I don't know, just to think. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know much about it, so I can't say.
Because that animation may cost more than just getting real people and trying to do it yourself.
Yeah, right,
Well,
yeah.
see, here's the main thing then too, because if it comes from a manga, the manga has a lot more fleshed out versus even the anime, and the anime has like maybe about like 75-80% of the source material from it because they kind of want to do some different stuff here and there. Steve would agree with me on that.
Yeah.
But point being though, doing a live action adaptation, people just kind of fucking deviate, and it's really not part of it, and that's why people would rather go with the manga than
when
animated.
people told me they hated it, I didn't argue it because I'm the same guy who complains about like Marvel movies and DC
Yeah,
movies.
right.
So because
Yeah, it's the same-
I'm more on
same
the
thing.
source, like The Walking Dead. People are
Which isn't a
like,
terrible
how do you hate the
thing.
TV show? I'm like, because I read the comics.
Right.
You know what I mean? So when people said like, how did you fucking like Death Note? I'm like, I never read the books. Like I looked at it from like a TV show standpoint
Yeah.
or a
Yeah.
movie standpoint. And I thought it was a
makes
good movie.
sense,
Yeah. So
Same thing with the Dragon Ball movie. I seen the
I
live
forgot about
action one.
that.
I never watched the
Fucking dog
cartoon, so I was
Really?
like, this ain't bad. But I didn't know anything about the cartoon at all.
Jesus Christ,
Forgot
what
about
dog
it.
shit, man! Wow.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
That's all right. So, Daniela Pineda is playing Faye Valentine. That's the girl from Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom.
Oh, I thought you meant Danielle Panettiere or whatever from Heroes. She was smoking on.
That's Hayden.
Hayden, that's
Hayden
right. Yeah, so
Panettiere.
I'm totally.
And then Alex Hassel was casted for Vicious. I don't know who this guy is, but they said he was most known for Cold Mountain 2003, Suburbicon 2017, and Two Down 2015. I don't know any of those movies.
Suburbicon.
Don't know
That
that
sounds
guy
like
at
a con.
So that's old news. Anyway, the new news was this week. When that news had originally dropped, they did not cast Ein, the dog on the ship, which is kind of I wouldn't say it's an important role, but if you're a fan of the series, it's like,
Does he talk?
how do you do without it? No. And they also didn't cast Edward, which is a little girl.
Which is like a boy.
She brings a lot of the comic relief for the show.
Okay.
If it wasn't for those two characters, you're losing a lot of
She's
the
like
humor.
It's like if it was Speed Racer, they're Trixie and the monkey.
In a
Yeah, kind of.
Well, in a way, then too.
Not
she's
quite so slapstick, but yeah, no.
She kind of is like androgynous in some ways.
She's super androgynous.
So like you
Edward
don't
the
know
girl.
whether or not she's a girl or a boy until
they
like,
don't
she,
know.
Like she's just like she kind of hints the girl, but she acts like a boy. So it's kind of like
she's both.
that Saturday Night Live
It's
skit.
Pat.
It's
Well, she's
Pat.
like 11 too, so it almost doesn't
There's
matter
a lot
to
of
degree.
that in Japanese anime, and then
Yeah.
there's a character in Guilty Gear. I can't think of her name. His name.
But the news is that they didn't announce Edward yet. They didn't announce Ein. And that was the other thing. When they first said, okay, we're going to put Ein in it, but it's not going to be a Welsh Corgi, everybody was like, what the fuck?
It's a Shiba, isn't it? Shiba?
No,
Welsh
it's an
Corgi.
Ein, yeah, Welsh Corgi.
So now they casted Ein, and it is a Welsh Corgi.
Thank
Twitter was
God.
celebrating with streamers. And then also what they announced was it's 10 episodes. The first 2 episodes are going to be directed by Alex Garcia Lopez, who did Marvel Daredevil.
Oh, wow.
And the first episode is going to be written by Christopher Yost from Thor Ragnarok.
No.
So that was some pretty interesting news.
And it's going to be on
heavy hitters.
Netflix?
Yes, it's going to be a Netflix
Oh, see,
show.
I thought they were making a movie. Wow.
It could be a Netflix movie.
Yeah, but...
Yeah.
And then I have Nintendo news. I don't know if you want that now or later.
We'll come back to that one.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna go to some video game news just in general, and then we'll get to.
I'll chime in, because
Did you get the PlayStation news?
there was, the games...
There's
I don't think
two
we
big-
talked about the games.
Okay, there's two big Nintendo PlayStation news. One just actually dropped a couple hours ago.
Oh, then no, I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't
I'll
see
get
at
it.
all.
I got you. So I'm gonna do a little bit of news, and then I'll dive into some PlayStation
All right,
as well.
I'll give you my thoughts.
Yeah. Doom Eternal is pushed
wow,
back to
gotcha.
2020.
Oh,
Yeah, so that got pushed back.
I was looking good. I was going to
See, just making sure I don't have
Oh,
anything else.
the remastered Ghostbusters came out last Friday, so that's out.
Yeah.
And it got good reviews.
How about the restaurant in Pittsburgh that did they did their whole restaurant like Ghostbusters?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man's on top of the building.
Yeah.
And every window has these green tentacles coming out of it, like
Oh,
a
that's
giant
awesome.
squid monster inside the building.
That's cool.
It's like a restaurant in Philly,
Yeah.
in Pittsburgh.
And they probably have like themed like the Egon Spangler omelet or something. Even though
Yeah.
it has nothing to do with Ghostbusters. but-
Yeah, it looks really really cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up. I think it's only $40. So
There's a Mewtwo raid going on right now in Pokemon Go. Really big
Saw
Mewtwo
that.
raid.
Damn.
Monster Hunter is getting a Resident Evil crossover.
Ooh,
Monster Hunter
that's
World.
odd.
oh,
Whoa.
with the monsters from Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, a giant like T-virus or something.
Oh, that's wild.
The original Animaniacs voice cast is returning for a reboot.
Oh, they were definitely looking forward to that. I know.
I didn't know that was not like.
It would be interesting.
bonkers.
It'd be
Yeah.
interesting to see how
but not
that,
bonkers the show.
it'd be interesting to see how they do that, because Animaniacs, if you thought Rocco was insane with some
Yeah.
adult content here and there, Animaniacs pushed the envelope.
Yeah, for sure.
I barely remember. All I remember is Hello Nurse.
My
That's all I
favorite
remember.
one they did is we got to look for fingerprints, and then what we're gonna do is fingerprints, like we're gonna do fingerprints, and the one of the Yucko is holding up prints.
No, it's Dot.
Dot is holding up prints and goes, I got him, and they're like, not fingerprints, we're gonna look for fingerprints. like they're gonna fingerprints.
But wasn't the thing like they were long lost characters and they found them or something
Yeah,
like that?
yeah.
You know what, Andy? You would be a good wacko.
Wacko.
Like if you did a cosplay of Wacko,
They're
no
cartoon-
joke.
They're cartoon dogs,
You would-
aren't they?
Do you remember the first
Yeah.
thing you ever told
They
Andy?
actually don't even say what they are.
Yeah, the dog cat creatures.
Yeah.
But he's
Do you
like
ever-
super
Do you remember the
Ringo.
first thing that he said to you? He said you look like. Do you remember when you
No.
first met
Fred
him?
Savage.
He said you look like Fred
I
Savage.
don't look like him, but somebody said I sound like him. But not right
Yeah.
now, obviously.
Yeah.
Like a wholesome, like
Now-
Fred,
now-
like wrestling Fred
and now I
Savage.
sound
How
like
does
the
Fred? How
Marble
does Fred?
Man.
How does Fred Savage not get any more wholesome than he already is?
Well, because it's not he's not Andy
Fred
Heather.
Savage does very filthy stand-up comedy like Bob Saget.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
I seen he's in a movie where he's shooting up heroin between his toes. I
my
don't remember
God.
what movie it was.
Who is that? Fred Savage.
Yeah,
That's
it's
awesome.
hilarious.
And even a crazy thing too, he actually produced a few episodes of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia
Yeah, he
too,
did. Yeah.
which is pretty
I think
wild.
that's what he went on to do. Then after
I just watched the
show was
first.
done.
I didn't even put that in my notes. I watched the first 2 episodes of that.
Really, I haven't
Yeah.
watched any. I'm
So
I'm
fucking
like
funny.
2 or 3 seasons behind.
Netflix reveals a Dr. Seuss show that's going to be on Netflix. It's going to be Green Eggs and Ham. It's going to be 13
shit.
episodes, all brand new animation,
is
and
it
it's
for kids or is it like
yeah for kids, and
Or
it's
is
going to
it
be
like
November
Adventure
8th. I don't know.
where like maybe it won't be just like is it for kids like
I would say so.
I don't know, My Little Ponies for kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whereas Adventure Time is for adults.
I feel like My Little Ponies for everyone.
But yeah, I guess that's the tagline.
No joke. That's like no joke. Green Eggs and Ham was my shit back in the day. I loved Green Eggs and Ham.
Well, I mean, if they're going to revamp it and put better animation on it and redo everything,
Directed by Tim Burton.
yeah, I can see like
Oh,
because they
God.
just did The Grinch.
yeah,
So
Okay.
it's about time that they
Yeah.
rehash something other than their fucking Grinch.
It feels weird though that it would be
Lorax.
episodic because it's not too. There's not too much to the story. It's not very deep. I
Yeah,
don't know
aren't
how
the
you could
books
do.
like you can read one in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah, watch the fucking
that would
guy
be interesting.
watch the guy be a fucking connoisseur of like green eggs and ham and eat like everything fucking green.
Well, hey, they got 2 seasons out of Sabrina. That comic only went for 7 issues. So.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got a point.
So November 8th that comes out.
Most expensive animation apparently ever.
What's that?
for that green eggs and ham because AV Club did an article. I was just reading up on
the
it a
new
little
one?
bit. Yeah, they said it's the most expensive animation ever. I'm like,
Hope it does
that's
good
kind
then.
of hard to beat with like the Prince and the Cobbler, which is like it's
Well,
like a ridiculous.
You know what
one.
Dr. Seuss's main rule was with all of his art? He never drew a straight line.
Oh, that makes
total
the
sense.
characters all
Yeah, I can see that.
So when they made Dr. Seuss World,
Yeah.
like they said,
Everything
one
was-
of the everything nothing can be a straight line.
Wow.
Makes sense.
Which,
Wow.
which made it an architecture nightmare.
Yeah. I'd be like, I'm done.
Yeah. So Target is going to partner with an old school company and bring it back and revitalize it.
I just seen a little bit, but I didn't get to look too much.
If you were a Toys R Us kid, then be excited because it's coming back.
But is it Toys R Us section in Target? Because that's like, oh.
I think they're gonna like open up
Actually,
Toys
the
R Us
store?
specs up. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Which I mean, for toy fans,
yeah.
after
It's a-
Toys R Us
place to-
closed,
yeah.
it's kind of crazy that they did close in the first place because there's really nowhere to find toys.
As a father,
KB Toys as well
it kind
for
of broke
years.
my heart
Yeah,
that my
KB
daughters
Toys.
were never going to see what a Toys R Us looked like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that's fucking exciting.
Like,
It's
you take-
magic. You
yeah.
walk inside, you're like, holy shit, a store of nothing but toys.
Yeah.
And my daughters don't even know
you
what
walk
it is.
into a toy aisle and you're like, man, I wish here's like the thing for me, like growing up and you went to like the only thing we close that had was KB Toys in
Yeah.
the mall.
Which was
Oh
pretty
yeah,
good.
Pretty
that
good.
was
Which is a
really good.
great store.
Excellent.
But like if you
Excellent.
walk through Kmart or Walmart and you're like
Little bit.
and you're like a wrestling fan, you're like, oh my god, all Walmart ordered was this tiny little
Yeah.
section
Yep.
and you get 6 choices and they're the 6 most common toys you're gonna see.
Right.
Where you walk into Toys R Us and the WWE section is an
It's a
entire
fucking aisle.
row.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you're like, oh my god, mom, I
They get-
wish
and
you
they-
were
yeah.
rich.
And they would get their own special Toys R Us
That
only
too,
toys,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah, so I'm really, really excited that's back. That's
I
a
hope
big,
it comes back. I mean,
yeah.
that'd be great.
Family Guy is and American Dad will not be on Disney Plus.
But they
Oh
own them?
wow.
Yes,
Or does Fox have the rights for them?
well, there's Fox show, but Fox is under that umbrella with the
Oh,
Disney
oh, wow.
merger. Yeah.
I'm not really surprised that they're not going to be on Disney Plus.
The Simpsons will be,
Well,
but if
That's
you also
more-
have
That's weird.
if you also have Disney Plus. You have all of the Family Guy and
Hulu.
American Dad on Hulu, which is also where I
Makes
think they're going
sense.
to gear to like, hey, we're Disney Plus, but if you still want other content, like, hey, you'll get Hulu for $9.
Yeah.
I actually restarted a TV show from the beginning because it's one of those shows I've watched episodes here and there, but never followed from the beginning. But every episode I watch, I think it's fucking phenomenal, and I really want to watch from the beginning. And so far, it was the best choice of my life. It's Bob's Burgers.
Oh, yeah. I watched it.
Oh, that's a
yeah.
good show.
It's so good.
It might be one of the best cartoons I've ever
When
seen.
I watched it, it was already 5 seasons in, so I'd watched the old episodes and I watched. The
I
newer
didn't
one.
realize I'm 10
not.
I'm 10 seasons behind.
You did, yeah. I looked online
show's
when we
that
were,
old, I
we
didn't
were at
even
the
know.
beach. I'm like, there's 9 seasons.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
that's
There's
nice.
like
It's good.
There's 10 seasons.
Louise is my favorite character.
Which one's that?
Louise, the girl with
the bunny
around
ears.
hat, yeah.
Dude, the first episode of the show is fucking hilarious.
Oh, my heart.
Yeah,
Oh.
where they convince she goes to school and tells everyone that her dad makes burgers with human meat.
Yeah.
You're like, it's hilarious.
I've seen it,
And
yeah.
he's like, he's like, all right, today you're and Heidi keeps going, oh my god, it's the Arby's guy voice. Because that's and she's
Archer.
Yeah, and she's like,
Or if you're really old school, Brian Katz from Dr. Katz.
yeah, and
sure.
Oh,
and he's
wow.
like, I forget the other daughter's name. I'm terrible with names.
Tina.
but- Tina.
Tina's the one that's everyone's voiced by a dude except for Louise and like one other girl.
Really?
Yeah, Linda's guy too.
Yeah.
that's really funny.
Yeah. Oh, Bob.
She's like, wait a minute, you remembered my anniversary? I'll hide down here and wait. I didn't remember your anniversary. Oh, you. You're like,
The only voice I could pick up from both, well, from the mom, is the one that does that Shoes music video. Is that
Oh,
the exact
Shoes.
same one? It's like
That
it's
might be that
Shoes.
guy, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
But
Shoes.
Bob does a lot of voices though. He's a couple different characters.
yeah.
When you said
Archer,
when you said Ben Katz,
Yeah.
I was gonna say Coach McGurk on Home Movies.
Oh, yeah,
He's,
yeah,
like, one of my
yeah.
favorites.
Yeah. But
Coach
but
McGurk.
he tells Tina like, so Tina, you're working the grill. I have a rash on my vagina, and he's like, are you telling me this is my daughter or my girl cook? 'Cause my girl cook would never tell me that.
Yeah, it's a great show, man.
She's like, I just don't think I'm going to be very productive with only one hand and the other one's scratching.
So how many episodes have you watched?
I think 2 or 3.
Okay, it doesn't matter. You could really watch them out. They're not sequential, so it doesn't matter.
It's such a good show.
It
if
is
you've
very
never
good.
watched it, and I'm just the only asshole who ever did.
What's it on right now?
Netflix.
What's that? It's on
Netflix.
Hulu.
Yeah.
Hulu. I
Oh,
watch it on
Hulu.
Hulu.
It's on
Yeah, I
okay.
watch it on Hulu. So here's a fun thing.
I think it just started. Monday. I think Monday was the new episode. Yeah.
So Joker for the opening weekend nearly beat the Dark Phoenix's entire box office run.
Wow.
It's opening weekend.
Yeah, I heard that Dark Phoenix is a bomb. I want to watch it, but I don't really want to pay $24.
Yeah.
To buy it.
From everything I'm reading about Joker,
I heard it's good.
I'm getting mixed reviews.
But
I'm getting a lot of
critic reviews have been bad.
yes.
Yeah.
The critic reviews are pretty much for the most part they're all saying that it's too real. Like you're just trying to shock people into, and then people who watch it are like, no, it's really diving into stuff that should be talked about, and it kind of goes into like everyone's one bad day away from being the Joker.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like.
I can't.
And then I get a lot of Marvel fanboys are saying it was stupid.
Oh, what that?
Yeah, because they're super loyal.
Yeah,
we're having that problem now.
Which is dumb. You don't get nothing from
yeah,
that.
you get nothing out of just hating it because you're loyal to a brand. Like,
makes no
listen,
sense.
I am the most loyal.
Marvel ain't gonna say, "Hey, here's some money."
Yeah, I'm the most
you.
loyal WWE guy of all time, to the point where I completely cheated myself out of WCW. You know what I mean? And I'm not making that mistake the second time through, but I'm also still going in very objectively. That we're gonna get into this a lot more tomorrow. But like people are like, and AEW took the weekend away, and I was like, I don't know, man. NXT was a really good show. You know what I mean? Like, but people won't even acknowledge that it's a thing because
I like when people look at it. You got be even. Be fair.
Yeah. There's Marvel movies I enjoy. There's some that I don't enjoy more than other people, just because I don't like the tempo of Marvel movies. But I'll still watch them.
Some that I think are terrible. Iron Man 3.
Yeah. I don't think you're alone on that one. Speaking of AEW, Cody Rhodes was announced. Not announced, but I guess was kind of interviewed about the video game, and he's like, the only thing I really know about it is that it's going to be pretty much a predecessor of No Mercy.
Yeah. Well, Kenny's has his hands in it. So that's what Kenny wants, and that's what one of the Young Bucks wants.
Yeah, so it's just more confirmation that that's pretty much the game.
I hope so.
Get.
They might even get the people to do it because they got Atlas Security from ECW to be security on the show. So
really,
why wouldn't they get Aki from to make the games to make this game?
Yeah,
no joke. I know that Kenny Omega actually did some press with Xavier Woods playing like Street Fighter, and you should see
they hang
like
out all the time.
Oh, it's really cool. It's really neat how they interact.
People thought Kenny Omega was a lock-in to come to WWE because when his contract was coming up and the whole speculation of where Kenny's going to go, he did an episode and he played up, down, down. It was like Team Kenny versus Team Xavier, and people were like, "He's in," and it was like, I don't think so.
But still, it was a pretty cool thing for him to know that Kenny Omega's a big video game guy, video game nerd, and he knows his shit. Period. For a guy.
Yeah, he. There's a lot of really cool stuff happening there. New DC animated movie is coming out. The Deathstroke Knights and what do I have here? Knights and Dragons. It's a completely.
It's a Deathstroke movie.
Yep.
Oh,
Deathstroke
wow.
animated movie.
Usually, what they do is they'll be like Deathstroke would be like Batman Deathstroke.
Yeah.
Or it'll be Justice League Deathstroke. It's called Deathstroke.
Yep.
There's a new Wonder Woman one too. I forget what it's called, but they debuted the new movie at Comic-Con. If you want a panel,
I figured you're gonna have a lot of announcements that you guys had there. South Park was banned in China over its last episode.
Yeah,
and then a streamer, I guess, has gotten some trouble in China. He won a video game contest. And they interviewed him, and he pretty much said that China's government needs to change and it needs to become more liberal, and the country sucks,
old fashioned.
And he got into a lot of shit when he went back home.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't outspeak. Sorry. If you like video games, don't ruin it for everybody.
Yeah.
You're gonna.
Go figure.
You're gonna go and speak your mind. We don't like that shit. Rick and Morty season 4 announced for 2019 November.
How about it?
Yeah, in November.
People are pissed though.
Why?
4 episodes.
But is that it?
That's what they're saying. 4 episodes, November 9th. November. And
then January, here's 4 more.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't get too mad at that because
I'm excited, but
here's what I'm hearing. Apparently, they're doing 4 episodes in one clip, actually that same night that they do a premiere.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Or something or other. So that's kind of not fucking nonsense.
She-Ra season 4 announced for Netflix.
So
nice.
More tests have come out for the GoldenEye 007 Unreal Engine game. And everyone said it's fucking awesome.
I hope so.
I hope
you
it comes
remember when
to
they
console.
were going to redo it for PlayStation 2?
It was PS3, I think.
Yeah, was it? And it was
horrible. It was 360. It was 360 and PlayStation 3.
I think it was even called GoldenEye, but it was GoldenEye something else.
I think it was actually still called GoldenEye 007.
Yeah, but it was...
They took hey, you're gonna play in the facility and you're gonna play, and it was literally a reconstruction map, and it wasn't even like remember how you had the facility memorized?
Oh hell yeah!
And they changed everything.
I know, yeah, it was much different.
It was terrible. Pokemon. I have one Pokemon news, but I'm sure you got it with the gyms.
That there is not 18.
For the
There's
game?
not.
That's the news that I had read.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So what I initially had was 18 gyms, and the gyms are going to have major and minor battles. So there's
Okay.
more content. But if you have something else, we'll get into that in a minute.
Sure.
So this is the PlayStation news. Now I'm an Xbox guy, but I'm not. Obviously, I'm more loyal to Xbox, and that's the system I choose. But I do still own a PlayStation, and when PlayStation does something good, I will pat them on the back and give them love for it.
Spider-Man.
And this is one of those experiences where PlayStation's crossplay beta has now just exited. It's no longer a beta, and it is pretty much a full feature now.
Really?
So I think what they're going to do is once Call of Duty rolls out, Call of Duty will be the first game that opens up its doors to all consoles playing against each other. And then I guess once that Call of Duty contract expires or the game's out for a little while, it's going to be an open feature for every other game.
everyone
So
that
like
wants to do it.
if you want to play, WWE 2K20 when it comes out, you can wrestle against people on PS4,
Why
which
not? I mean-
it's been long enough.
Yeah.
It has.
I don't really see any
right.
negatives. The only negatives is PC people, they say that the mouse and keyboard could be
Yeah.
faster than
So here's
controller,
my
but
thing.
Who cares?
You are literally sitting on a fucking gold mine for a game, and the first game who does it and makes a lobby for it is going to sell like hotcakes, and it'll probably be a Fortnite.
Now, here's the thing: can you co-op though?
I believe so.
Because that's kind of crazy. When you
That
think
would
about
be
it.
cool if you can.
That's pretty
Once
wild.
again, I couldn't see why you wouldn't be
Yeah.
able to. Well, PlayStation is starting to play ball when it comes to Xbox. Like they realize Xbox's online services and servers and the way they do things is much better. So I think what's going to happen in the near future, I think they're going to work with each other to have one network. Where like if you can add people from one network to the other and play with each other. It might be a third party app, but I definitely see that can be something in the future, especially if crossplay is becoming a thing.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it be? Like if you play if me and you are both Call of Duty players, I'm like, man, I met Andy, he's really cool, but the only way we can meet is by a random chance.
Yeah.
That would be terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrible. Yeah.
Or you have to, text each other. And
Yeah.
say, oh, well, but you still can't be
1,
able to-
2,
yeah.
3.
Certainly don't agree with that.
Yeah. Because honestly, like I can still tell you people that I've met online that I'm I'm friends with. I've never physically met that person, but I've developed a friendship with some people on online gaming.
A lot of
That's
people
really
like that
cool,
from
yeah.
And
MMOs.
now you're going to open that door to me that I can do that with PlayStation people, and PlayStation can do that with Xbox people. I think it's a great thing.
And then you have those stories where it's like we played video games together for like 7 years and you met in real life.
Yeah, 100%.
It's a cool romantic
Yeah.
friendship story.
I know somebody that went to Alaska and married their MMO.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
It
wow.
was like EverQuest.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty crazy. And they're still married. It's like years
Wow,
later.
how about that?
I
Well,
guess
it's worked out there.
I guess you know each other pretty well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially
And the
those
cool
games where you're
thing-
playing 5 hours a day with
Right.
each other,
And the cool thing then too, I know a guy that used to have like 2 Amazing Fantasy 15s. He met his wife through Halo, and now they had their first child together.
And they named it Chief.
His name is Cortana. Her name's Cortana.
Cortana.
Yeah. But yeah, so I think that's a really, really cool thing, and I'm excited that PlayStation finally let its guard down and let it happen.
Yeah,
To be fair,
I don't understand the negatives there.
yeah, to be fair, PlayStation wanted to do this in the past when Xbox was the top system, and Xbox told them to suck my dick.
360,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then PlayStation returned the favor, and I guess now they're like, all right, let's do this.
Yeah, I don't
All right, why
getting
are
a
we
beer?
shooting ourselves on our foot?
Get a blueberry.
Get a strong one.
I want a blueberry. For you. Well, if you want one too, you can. Just I got to save at least 2.
There's actually a pack of blueberries in there.
I got a laser snake. Oh wait.
Yeah,
Laser snake.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
laser snake.
There's some names here.
So that's really cool that PlayStation's doing that. I forgot my train of thought there. Oh, yep. So my thing that I think would be really, really cool if they did it is, say, turn around, you're a Call of Duty player, right? And you're like, this weekend's going to be the first weekend this server opens. It is literally going to be Xbox players versus PlayStation
not?
players. Let's find out who are the better. That is a gold mine.
And then you could have PlayStation only server, Xbox only server.
Yeah.
Or one that's everything.
If you had an
Or
opportunity
PC,
where you
whatever.
can
Co-ed.
join forces with the rest of the PlayStation
Yeah.
universe and go against the Xbox universe, I guarantee
versa.
that would be the most played lobby
Probably, yeah.
in the
Wow,
planet.
that's pretty wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, I think that would be fucking
there's
so
no
much.
negatives
Or
for
like how Fortnite sometimes does 100 versus 100.
Yeah.
Like 100 Xbox versus 100
Yeah.
PlayStation. And then they keep tallies like this week Xbox was the top system.
Yeah,
Like
because people will get really into
news outlets would eat it up. It would be because then it would settle that whole thing. Well, which players are better, Xbox or PlayStation? It would be so much fun. It would just generate so much fun content. You know. I still think Snitz Creek is better, but this is really good.
If you could double it on a cup, so I tried that blueberry.
Oh, don't worry about that. That's why I broke it out.
yeah.
I don't want to drink it since I got some.
What I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna pour it in my glass.
Did you get a blueberry?
I know, but I don't want to drink
a
out
laser
anyone's
snake.
glass.
Can you get a red cup real quick?
Yeah, just grab the whole thing.
All right, sure.
So I don't want to give anyone any sickness. That's what I'm saying.
I feel like I'm gonna break this.
Hey, so Ben told me, I didn't even know, but there was stuff at Comic Con. Big
Beer?
Mouth season 3 is out.
Yes, Big Mouth season 3 just dropped.
I thoroughly loved season 1 and 2, so I will watch season 3 when I get to it.
It's a great show.
I still didn't finish Disenchanted, but
So the last
I watched 6 episodes.
I just have
Very
one
good.
quick last news for PlayStation.
It doesn't smell like blueberries at all.
Let it air out and pour it in your glass. The last PlayStation news is
Little nib.
PlayStation Now has dropped to
$10,
$9.99,
yeah.
and
There you go.
it's going to add. I don't know if it's going to be all, but it's going to start off by throwing a couple exclusive games in there.
Really?
PlayStation has been very stingy when it comes to their exclusives. Like they don't even put them on sale.
No.
They don't. They just like that's a $6 game for the next 10 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for them to say like, hey, you want to play God of War? You want to play, Until Dawn or whatever it is? They are now on our $9.99 service.
Yeah, I don't know if it works exactly like Xbox. I didn't really look into it.
I think I'm not saying they have to mirror them for the sake of mirroring them, but I think it would be a good idea.
Yeah, why not?
You have to keep up.
It was 22.
Why
or
not?
24,
yeah, and
I
it was
think.
22, and it was streaming only.
Yeah, that's,
You couldn't download it.
that
And
sucks, especially if your internet sucks.
yeah, it was.
And what I don't like what they did is they immediately, if you delete the app, they put it back on your thing and they put it as your first thing. I'm like,
Yeah,
options delete.
yeah.
Don't do
So-
that. I
so
don't like how they don't let you customize your screen.
That's really all I have when it comes to just overall news. And then, do you have any overall news? You want to pour a little bit in that?
no sure. The Games of Gold were Last of Us remastered, which I thought that was already out.
Yeah.
And then MLB, the last year's baseball game, which
Yeah.
kind of sucks because if you never played Last of Us, you're like, well, I'll try, maybe I like it. You'll know if you like baseball or not.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like,
Yeah.
right away, it's a game that people like, I'm not interested
Well, here's the thing with the show, though. The show is. I'm not a baseball fan, but the show is a masterpiece as a video game. It's probably one of the best
And
video
that's
games.
the PlayStation only.
Yes,
baseball
it
franchise,
is a
right?
very, very good franchise video game when it comes to baseball. So that's one where people will pick up all the time. Now you're getting that ice cold, so sometimes
You can taste the blueberries a little bit, but
yeah,
not
it was really
strong enough for my liking. But
let
I'm,
it go
It was
for a little
it was
bit,
really
yeah.
strong.
I'm
on,
no beer
on
drinker,
draft.
so.
Yeah. But that's pretty much all I got. What do you got for the Nintendo news?
A couple quick things. I'll start with the Pokemon. So there was a video that they had shown a little while ago, and somebody watching it noticed there was an autosave feature in the bottom corner of the gameplay video. And how do you catch legendaries with an autosave feature? You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
shinies, like it kind of ruins the game. So they had just announced this week that the autosave feature is a thing, but you can turn it off.
Oh, well then, no
that's
harm, no foul. Just like
Right.
Final Fantasy VII, where they said, hey, guess what? Classic combat available.
Not
So-
gonna lie about that. Like, if somebody is looking for like a shiny legendary, that's a good thing. Like to turn off the autosave feature if they're
Right.
really particularly looking for something
Right.
like that. Autosave, that's a little bit iffy with certain things. For me, at least, it's just I personally in a Pokemon game.
We all play the game enough to know that we have to save. But
Yes.
if you were a newer player, like that would suck.
Yeah.
Yes.
Forgetting that every other game around
Well,
you is saving. So
The one good thing about autosave is when you could also save a separate file. So you could say, like, before
right.
I go in this building, I'm going to save.
Maybe that's a thing that
And
they
then I
didn't
have my
announce yet.
other file.
I always
Because
like that. yeah.
would be the first Pokemon game to even do that.
That's
Like
true.
so, if there's an
Yeah, because it's
autosave,
usually just one save file,
if-
which that's come on.
if there's an
Right.
autosave feature, why wouldn't it have a multiple
Yeah,
saves, which
yeah.
would be huge for
It's
Pokemon.
not like the technology is not here.
I think they
Right.
still want everyone to own a copy of the game, though.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like they
Fair
wouldn't
enough.
want a family copy that has 3 different save
Yeah.
files. That would be my guess. Is
Yeah.
that they still want everyone to have a copy.
But it's like, come on.
No, I agree. So they also announced that not all of the Pokemon are going to be on this Pokedex.
Which I figured.
Boo.
Remember I said that? I was like, there's no way there's going to be 1,000 Pokemon.
I hate it.
Take
they
away
said,
the
however,
boo.
in the future they will be attainable.
Really?
Yeah.
So what they tried to do was they tried to keep it relative to the Galar region.
Okay.
So like things that they think would appear in the Galar region are going to be in this game.
Yeah, plus all the new ones and then Pikachu, Squirtle. I mean,
You're right, you're gonna have
the
that,
ones
for
that
sure.
you can't make a game
Like
with.
I was telling Andy at the gym today, like I said, you know how they had Surfetch? They should make like a dark version, like a thief version of Farfetch, because it's like there's an old school like gold evolution,
like a shadow version.
Not Psyduck, Farfetch.
That was done in Ultra Sun and Moon, where when the one dog Pokemon, depending on where, if you evolved him at night or day, version what
cool.
version you get.
Yeah, but it would have been really cool to see like Surfetch is like this, like, you know, like the fighting type is like a knight, and then you have like the thief version, which is a dark type. That would have been really.
Here's the thing
cool.
with not putting all the Pokemon. At a certain point, a lot of them are the same.
Yeah.
I mean, how many different water Pokemon do you really need?
There's something interesting coming up on that too, actually. The Pokemon XP gain is going to be distributed throughout your team like it was in Pokemon Go. So you don't have to do any of that Magikarp first and swap them out to get walloped on your first hit.
Like the experience, it's more of an experience share.
Remember, it's like, I'm going to level up this guy, so I'm putting him in first, immediately jump out, and then,
and which was kind of a pain in the butt.
Your battles took forever.
Yeah.
Yes. Definitely.
Because you would want to switch them all in at least once.
Right. It was very grindy. So I guess they're doing like an XP share for everybody, which is nice.
I'm all for that.
I don't think that's a bad thing, but at the same time, though, like, would that mean like you're that main starter and then like switching out, like even though you're going to be having a spread across like your 6 teams?
I would even take it one step further. And I know they'll never do it, but like how we have the issue with Marvel Ultimate Alliance, where like if you hit level 30, it's like this thing where your XP also transfers to your box. So if you have 15 Pokemon in your box and they're all level 1,
are they gonna do that? Is it across all your Pokemon or just your team?
That would be cool. Where you turn around, so that you're like, hey, I want to switch it up a little bit and experience new Pokemon, and then you go and take them out of the box. You're like, hey, by the way, this Pokemon has learned this move. Do you want to update this move?
Yeah.
Like your Pokemon has learned these 6 moves.
There's
you
a lot of RPGs
choose.
like that, or like the old Ultimate Alliance 1 too. Do like that.
Yeah.
It is not specific of how it's going to be the box or just the group.
I think that'd be a cool
if it's
feature.
just the group, I'm okay with just.
I think that'd be a cool feature in the down the road.
I'd just like to see how it would be done, just overall spread throughout the team. That's just me.
Yeah.
This one here we talked about right before you came in, and I think it's.
Excuse me.
We had a little bit of a controversy, a little conversation before you walked in.
This is LaCroix.
It's the Pamplemousse Pokemon. Their Game Freak wants to make all the Pokemon competitive. So, like, you know, you would have caught. I mean, I played with a competitive, like, Crobat.
My Beedrill's gonna keep up with his Dragonite.
That's kind of what they're saying. Yeah.
I don't think you really can. You know,
because everyone has a love. You love your first one. You know what I mean? Like you said, like a Butterfree or whatever. But
I mean, you could level and you could give them different TMs and give them cool moves. So maybe, but like
they're gonna try to balance the field.
Some Pokemon are just shitty. You know,
so the hardcore like for me as a casual Pokemon guy who likes to collect them all and play with them all, I would like that. But a guy who's XP and attack level and speed, and they only like to play with the top tier Pokemon the whole time, that's gonna piss people off.
EVs, IVs,
it's like anything.
natures and shit. Oh.
Ken Ryu real good, but Dan's shitty. So, you know,
that's gonna be interesting. I think.
And shinies, that's a fucking.
It'd be interesting to see how they do that.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's some kind of system that they're going to put in place.
Probably,
I just said to them too, like that Malifaux game that I play. I played a faction that half of the faction was entirely useless.
Oh.
So when they introduced the 3rd edition, it's like because I don't stray from my faction, I am strictly a gremlin. I do not play any other factions. But they released 3rd edition and they made everybody playable, and it's nice for me personally because. It's like I have new models. I had them. I had the boxes. They came with other models, but they were garbage, and I never even put them together. But like now, everybody's playable. So you can only hope. Do you know what I mean? But, But I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll have to see with that one.
And then the last bit for the Pokemon news this week was that there are not 18 gyms. What they're doing is a major league and a minor league, and the major league has 8
fuck
gyms.
some minors.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a Bert Kreischer joke.
The major league has 8 gyms. And they said that there is going to be more than 8 gyms, but the minor league is going to vary depending on if you have Sword or Shield.
Oh,
so it's going to be
cool.
It's going to be different.
I will be getting Shield.
Interesting.
You know that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that
and that's this year. That's November, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm getting excited.
Me too. That's
baby.
my Pokemon news. I got a little bit of Nintendo news, nothing
Go ahead.
crazy. So they were saying about Breath of the Wild 2. It's supposed to be released early 2021. The people, the internets, are saying that they should try to push it a little bit faster because, like, Link's Awakening did 230,000 units in Europe. Like it's huge right now.
I got like 9s.
Wow.
I gotta get it.
That made it the
30,000. Wow.
430,000. That made it 430,000. So that in Europe. So that made it's Nintendo's biggest game of 2019.
Wow.
And they're thinking Pokemon's only going to be bigger.
Yeah,
so they
agree.
So everyone's like, why don't you try to push that Breath of the Wild while it's relative?
So
you
much
know what
sense.
I mean?
But don't push it because
don't rush it.
Yeah, nothing's worse than a rush
Well,
game.
I don't know if Nintendo rushes anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They really don't.
What they should do is, okay, you want more Zelda? Then have another people, whoever did that, make Zelda Link to the Past the same way.
Sure. Well, I had read that a lot of people want that. I don't know if that's going to be the thing.
Or Zelda 1.
Sure.
Either just about anyone. Or
Zelda
Minish
2.
Cap.
Minish Cap was super good.
I'm going to go dark horse here and say, remake
2?
Zelda 2. You're fucking right. You are fucking right.
Well,
you are
they
the
sold
dark
one
horse.
copy.
I'm going to deviate from the formula.
That was
or
something.
the formula.
That was something that there was a joke. They said, "Is Breath of the Wild 2 going to be an N64 game or something like that?" Because the rumor is, I guess they're going to do the mini, and they want to put like an exclusive game out. So they said that.
Oh, like dumb it down?
Yeah, where it would be like
They better not.
It would be that storyline, except it'd be an N64 version.
That's ridiculous.
I mean, if you do that and you're the regular one, okay, no problem.
That's ridiculous.
In Nintendo news,
No harm, no foul.
SanDisk has an official Nintendo 128 gig SD card.
Oh wow!
Is that the one with
that's
is that the one with the star on it?
It has a toadstool on it.
and
Okay.
and it actually fits with the Nintendo.
Yes.
I'll
Yeah.
buy that.
So there's two of them. There's a smaller one that has a star. I think it's 30 or 64 or 32 gig, and then the one has a toadstool head on it. Like
That's
a,
the
like,
128.
like a power up, and that's the 128.
So
Wow.
the news on that was
Makes
it's
sense.
currently the cheapest it's ever been. It's more expensive than a plain old SanDisk 128 gig.
Yeah. Wow.
And it does nothing special. There's nothing on it. But
There's
I
a
had
toadstool on it.
it has a toadstool.
What if they just throw you a random NES game?
That would be sweet.
There'd be nothing.
So I had to look up the price just to make it relevant. So right now, the Nintendo Switch SanDisk 128 gig is $25.49,
Oh well.
and the regular SanDisk is $21.99.
Tony is
so they're
buying
very
that
very
right
close.
now.
You know, I'm gonna buy
Wow.
that because I think I have the 20. What would it be? 16 to 32? Is there a 20? I don't know.
I have a 32 in my Switch now.
I think I
It's
have.
normally $34.99. It's on sale right now for $25.49 on
you go.
Oh,
Amazon.
that ain't bad at all.
Not cool in high school, saving you some fucking money
Yep.
for other video games.
So
I want it. I'm
all right,
probably
so
gonna get
here's where how it goes. So how it goes.
how's it going?
So
How's-
64 gigs is $15.84 on sale from $19.99. It is a white SD card and it has the Zelda emblem on it.
Okay.
the Triforce.
Oh,
Yep,
wow,
Triforce,
Triforce,
with
yep.
the eagle.
Oh wow, the whole thing.
The 128 is the mushroom head toadstool. 128 on sale right now for $25.49. There is a 256 gig right now on sale. It's not on sale. It's $52.99.
That's
and
okay.
that one has the star on it.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Now, I remember
wow.
when
And
the
it's
Switch
yellow.
first
Yeah.
came out, they said that it couldn't handle certain size memory cards.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
I think
so
bypassed it.
that's the one I'm going to get. I want the 250.
I don't think I really
256.
need that much because
I'm going to start doing
I
a
have a
lot
few
more
games
digital.
download, but I'm still.
It's
have
always
mine
nice
hooked
to have it. I don't know for me.
up. Yeah.
I want it.
Yeah.
I want it. I wouldn't have bought it. I would have bought a regular one, but now that they're so close
Yeah.
in price, I would have.
And
got
it's
one.
cheaper too,
$3?
apparently.
Yeah.
Right?
Because I bought the stupid Wii SD card.
I
Oh,
may
man.
I may
Yeah.
have
me
gotten
about
new stickers as well.
Oh, then, yeah.
They may or may not be Super Smash Brothers,
Oh, cool.
and they may or may not be Zelda ones.
Oh my!
Sweet.
Oh my! I have one bit.
Oh,
one
you
last
know
bit.
where I'm going to go with that one.
So
I have no idea.
Ganondorf.
I'm not probably surprising
Ganondorf.
anyone at the table, but there is a wrestler, Leroy Green, who is making news by playing with a Switch. It's part of his shtick in his match.
We've seen it live
Yep.
in person.
It's pretty, it's pretty funny.
The story is pretty much it came from PPW, like
Yeah.
the images.
The image, yeah. And I went up to him after the match and said, "Man, I was scared for that Switch."
So that's exactly what I
Yeah.
said. So once that leaked, I seen that I posted it because I was on Polygon and I was like, holy fuck, Leroy made Polygon
Yeah.
playing his Switch. And then he started sharing, I guess it just exploded. It's one of those perfect examples of just like,
Yeah,
something
you
just
never know.
catches, man.
Yeah, man.
So imagine just like, for me, like I'm not saying that moment will ever happen for our show, but the day that happens where I just like log on one day and there's like 6,000 people and we get like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's going to be,
That's how wrestling works, man.
yeah. So
well, look, I don't follow it. I don't watch it. I don't anything, and
Yeah,
I'm
and
telling you
yeah.
the news on it. So
yeah,
it's
I contacted him today.
That's
And I
awesome.
said, man, that's really cool. And I was like, we're definitely going to cover on the show. So there could be a possibility where we can make a phone call and maybe he'll call in.
I think they're from New York area.
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure.
He
They're
could-
from
That's
that
pretty
one
nifty.
time.
Call in.
we could have him call in and talk Switch stuff with
Yeah.
us.
Hell yeah.
And ask him what his favorite games are, what he's playing.
And on the side of his tights, he had their tag name, his name in Super Mario World Font.
I saw that.
Yeah,
Pretty nice.
Yeah, he's cool shit, man. And he does like drop kicks and lands flat.
I forget the name of their tag team.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's like
He wasn't a tag team that night. He was in the battle royal.
Oh, but the team was in the battle royal.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
he was a partner, I didn't notice his
Yeah,
partner
yeah,
because
yeah,
I was
they're
my eyes were on him because he had a switch in
Yeah,
the ring.
there's a tag team.
And then he hands it to the ref at some point. And the ref kind of like
Yeah,
tucks it.
yeah. I was like, oh, geez.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
There's at one point
And it's
there's-
literally turned on too.
There's
Yeah.
He's playing Mario Smash Brothers in the video I watched.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
funny thing because like since we're bringing that up, there's a guy. His name is Smug. He's a Brooklyn, New York guy. Really great Street Fighter player. He plays as Dudley,
Boxer.
the English boxer,
Yeah.
the English boxer.
Which I never played as because Street Fighter 3 is
And
too hard.
man, that fucking guy, he fucking plays so hard. And I watched him on the Disney Channel fucking beat the shit out of this guy. Like this guy did not have a chance in hell.
Was it a little kid?
No, it was like
This is like a 42-year-old guy.
maybe about like a 30-year-old, and they're like, oh, he's the shit, and this guy like
But they didn't say
fucking
that on Disney
dusted
World.
him. What's that?
They didn't say that on Disney Channel. He's the
No,
shit.
well, I'm just saying though.
This guy's fucking awesome.
No, he did amazing. Like, put it this way, he had to dumb down a little bit
Yeah.
to make it look competitive.
That
That's
reminds
how good
me
he
of
was.
a Dave Chappelle skit where he's like, "Hey, buddy, I'm here to hang out with you, and I heard that you got cancer. You're part of the Make-A-Wish thing, and you're here to hang out with Dave Chappelle." And he's like, "Cool, my favorites. What are you playing, man?" He's like, "I'm playing street hoops, but I want to tell you, I'm pretty good." And he's like, "Give me a stick." And Dave Chappelle whoops his ass.
Yeah,
He goes,
right.
"You bet you wish you were dead right now, because I'm fucking you up in street
Yeah.
hoops. Like, this is my game." And he's like, "Tomahawk dunk!" And this kid's just like, "Ugh." And then like at one point he like codes.
Yeah.
Like he dies, and he's
And
like,
then
"Oh my
spells
god, oh my god!" And he like runs over and he gets a shocker. He's like, "Clear!" And the kid wakes up. Oh, pick up your controller because this ass whooping ain't done. Like it was a funny skit. But yeah,
But he turned out to be like a boss character, like to beat, and they gave him like a leather jacket and all, which is pretty wild.
nice.
funny.
I was just like, holy shit! I like my buddies paid money matches, and he
I
like
still-
won like $300 that
I
like
still think
within a
it'd be-
half hour.
I still think it'd be awesome if we can get Andy Header in that Retromania game.
I know, yeah. 100%.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah,
They added John Morrison.
yeah.
Or John
I have
Retro,
no
Johnny
pro-
Retro.
Johnny Retro, they calling him. They put Johnny Retro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love that. It's Johnny
and
Retro.
then he gets re-signed by WWE like a couple days later. I was like,
Yeah.
how about that?
Yeah.
Did he get signed by WWE?
He's
Yeah.
back. He's coming back.
Holy shit,
So
that's amazing.
is that for Nintendo?
All I have now is my sales stuff.
Cool. All right, we'll do sales in a second here. So the only thing I really got is I'll do my news and then jump into deals. You guys didn't really find anything with PlayStation, really, right?
I didn't really get it.
So Xbox Scarlet is announced. We already kind of know it's announced holiday 2020. The PlayStation just got announced and leaked for a release date, and
Yeah.
it's definitely
I
happening.
seen
in
a funny
2022.
Onion article that says Microsoft beats Sony to punch and announces PlayStation 6.
Yeah. So one of the things that kind of got released or leaked or is being talked about is some possible patent designs. And the rumors are the patent design is going to be like when you buy the system, you can buy a bundle with this.
Okay.
One of it's going to come with a camera. So that scares people immediately because you're like, oh, we've tried to connect and that fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Xbox.
They tried to make the Kinect something. but I
Yes.
was like,
So Xbox has already said they will not get into the VR game unless they feel their VR is going to be hands and foot above
On par.
Yeah.
above what's already out there. They don't like that. It's kind of like it's like
it's a screen that's close to your face.
Yeah, and they don't like the fact that it's kind of like it's like they call it roller coaster ride game where you're kind of just playing and you're on a linear
Yeah,
path.
yeah.
Because that's what most of Sony's
They're
VRs
pretty
are.
generic.
Yeah.
Like overall,
Unless
the
you get
VR
like a
is-
Skyrim where it's
yeah.
just literally the screens to your
Yeah.
face.
But most of VR is a big bomb.
Yeah.
No.
So the
It's a
Xbox.
start, though.
Yeah.
The rumor is
Gimmick.
that it's coming with one of the boxes is going to be sold with a VR headset,
Okay.
a camera, and a boundary mat that like as a mat you put on the floor. And I
Like the
guess
power pad.
I guess the camera sees the mat boundary, so when you're walking forward, it senses you walk forward. If you lean, it senses you.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to include VR with motion. You know how like there's the ones where people are strapped in those giant things and they run on it.
Yeah.
So I guess Xbox has found a way to possibly. It's all hearsay now.
Yeah.
So I don't know how
Who
true
knows,
this
yeah.
is. So if you're listening to this now, you heard it here first.
Yeah, hey.
And I stole it from the internet.
That's the stuff that I have zero desire in.
And you know the funny thing
I
is
would try
too-
it.
Don't care.
I would try it.
And the funny thing is, Sega Genesis actually tried to
activator.
the activator.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's
Did
so
not work
fucking
too well.
terrible.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I'm excited to try it. So the only thing I'll jump into the deals real quick. I'm not going to go through everything, so you can check it out yourself. But Xbox is having obviously their deals for gold, and their and then another bundle going on right now called Survival of the Fittest sale, and that's going to be a lot of your like online MMO style survival games like Ark. So you can get Ark right now for $17.50. You can get the Explorer edition for $45. Conan $24.99, or you can get the complete edition for $52. Don't Starve Mega Pack. Don't Starve is a really fun game.
Really? And Conan, that's the
I
MMO, right?
love Don't Starve.
You can get the entire Mega Pack for $8.
That's good.
That's a good deal. I would if I had my choice, if I were to tell you go grab a game and have fun with it, if you can get Don't Starve Mega Pack with all the DLC and the online and the
Reign
Don't
of
Starve,
Giants, Shipwrecked.
Don't Starve together.
Yep. Don't Starve together.
$8. That's a steal. The Long Dark, $15. Sheltered, $4 pretty much. 7 Days to Die, $18, and then No Man's Sky for $30. No Man's Sky just got completely rehauled and revamped and new stuff.
I don't know how it is.
Check it out. I played it. It's fun.
That's nifty.
And then deals for gold. I'm just going to put a few of the main ones out. Monster Hunter's on there, so you can pick that up and also wait for the Resident Evil DLC. You can pick up Rock Band 4 Rivals bundle. Or you can get the brand new beat 'em up. I don't know if it's a beat 'em up or a fighting game. The new Power Rangers Battle for the
I didn't play. I played the one prior to that. It was
a beat 'em up.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
was fun. I didn't play that new one, so I have no idea.
And then here's some pretty cool stuff. So if you're a Game Pass member, the Other Worlds is available right now for free on Game Pass.
What's the other one?
Otherworld is the space.
Oh, is that
space
the Skyrim? Oh, wow.
Space Skyrim. So
Is that an Xbox exclusive?
I don't know if it's exclusive,
You know, it might be.
but it's going to be on. It's on Game Pass right now for free.
And what was that one again?
The Other Worlds.
Yeah, I want to get that.
Oh, okay.
So that's
I heard
so
about
that's
that. Yeah.
Bethesda's new title where
Fallout in
it's
space.
not Fallout, it's not Skyrim,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
a space game.
Yeah.
And so that's if you don't want to shell out $60 for a brand new game and you want to pick up a pretty decent, could be a decent title, you can pick it up right now on Game Pass. Dishonored 2 is also on there, and Jump Force. Jump Force is that game where it's like Dragon Ball Z meets One Punch
Shonen
Man.
Jump Force. Yeah, I know what you're talking
isn't that
about.
like it has all the?
It has like Monkey D, Luffy, Goku, the Bleach characters, like
so-
Hunter x Hunter characters, all those ones. Yeah,
So that
they're
is
pretty
on-
wild.
There's a sale on PlayStation. It says save up to 60% on a range of incredible titles, and it says from Spider-Man, Days Gone, Call of Duty, Black Ops 4, and Overwatch Legendary Edition, but it doesn't tell you the prices. So I didn't go on the look, but there's a lot of games on sale. So, but up to 60% usually means one or two 60%.
Yeah, one or two, and the rest of them like $2 off.
Yeah, which is like, oh yay. You know?
Yeah, let me peek real quick while he's looking. He's gonna tell us our
Excuse me.
our Nintendo deals right now.
Do you want the deals or the October releases?
I want the deals.
Let's do the deals.
I don't know how to
The
say
deals.
I
mofo.
honestly I looked up games that are coming out this month for Xbox.
Nothing.
And there's really nothing
Yeah,
big.
indie titles. Nothing for PlayStation either.
I have a couple interesting ones for Nintendo.
Okay,
Baby,
go ahead. Let's
go
do
for
both.
it. Go for it.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna do the October releases first. I'll just kind of breeze through it because I took a lot of notes. They're doing a new Burger Time. It's called Burger Time Party.
Oh wow! I'll
Oh,
play that.
shit.
Probably downloadable only, but play
That comes out on the 8th. No, I saw a case for it. I don't
Really?
know if that
Oh,
meant
wow.
that they came in a physical copy, but that's on the 8th, $19.99. Call of Cthulhu on the 8th for $39.99. River City Melee Mock, which is it's like
Melee Mock?
Melee Mock. Sorry.
Okay, sorry, I'm that guy. So.
That's all right. I'm not. I'm the other guy. What's the word I'm looking for? Like there was that mode in Castle Crashers where like four guys were pitted against each other,
Oh, okay.
Oh, I know what you're talking
like
about.
a
Yeah,
gladiatorial kind of.
Okay, yeah.
It's a River
Yeah.
City ransom, so you get the weapons, you can set traps and stuff, and you play online as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's like a death match. That's what I'm
Oh,
looking
okay.
Ooh.
for. That's the 10th. This one I wrote a little bit about because I'm very excited about it. I thought you guys might be as well. It's called Mabel in the Wood. It's released on the 10th. It is a dark fantasy Metroidvania.
Oh,
You take the form of the bosses that you kill, and it changes how you're able to explore with the interconnected world.
So I like
Yo,
Mega Man.
wow.
I don't know. I'm interested.
You don't
That's
have to
cool.
kill anyone,
Okay.
which is even more interesting. But like
Pacifist. Oh wow.
an example would be like Mabel's dragging a sword that's too heavy to lift. She shape shifts into a fairy, and then once again can recall, like down the road, recall the sword to her hand to slay an enemy.
Ooh.
Wow.
You can only maintain your non-human form for a limited time, but killing creatures extends your power. And defeat the great beasts to take their shape and transform into a mole, Medusa, spiders, and more. Defeat bosses, unlock shapes. It claims it has a very complex map packed with secrets to discover, and uncover the secrets that you can use to find alternative, non-combative routes through a world and discover a different side to the story. It has multiple endings, and it's consequence-based. When I read it, it read a little bit like Fable, or you know what I mean? How
Kind of reminds me of Undertale a little bit too. You don't
Right.
have to kill anything, but at the same time you could.
Sounds
and
cool.
It's just like
I
you
thought
can
it
go
was-
That's only
neutral,
$20.
good, evil. Wow.
That's going to release on the 10th. Actually, right now it's $14.99 regular price,
Wow.
but it's on sale for $13.49, so it's only 50 cents. However,
I would
Yeah,
love
it's
to
kinda
play
sweet.
the hell out of
The
that
outfit
game
sounds good.
just because the concept is pretty nice.
and also while I was writing this up, there was another one called BDSM, which I don't
I don't think it
remember.
stands for that.
I don't remember what it stood for. I think it's beard, demonic, satanic something. And the cover art looked like Doom, but it was Satan pushing off Marines. And that pretty much looks like a. You guys ever play Alien Swarm on PC?
No.
It's like an arcade style Diablo kind of shooter.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's
But
like
it's-
twin stick shooter.
Yeah, there you
Okay.
go. Twin stick shooter. That's exactly what it is. It's also an RPG, so that's $29.99.
Well, Burger Time Party. That's one I want to.
That sounds
I wanna
pretty
check
And
that
that
out.
Metroid one. What's the Metroid one called again?
Mabel in the Wood.
Mabel in the Wood.
Oh,
Yeah.
and Bloodborne. Not Bloodborne. What's the game you guys were playing on Switch?
Bloodstained.
Or PS Bloodstained. That is on Game Pass as well.
Oh wow,
Oh, that's pretty
That's a good one.
nifty.
Hey,
So if you heard us talking about it, it's like a Castlevania
Hey,
style
Game
game.
Pass, Game Pass is very worth it.
Yeah.
This I thought this was super interesting, but I'm an old school PC guy. So on the 15th, they're going to release Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition.
Oh, wow.
So that's the
I heard even
1998
Baldur's Gate.
CRPGs.
I think that's coming out for 360 for PlayStation and Xbox.
I could hope
think.
it's
Oh, wow.
Because I was looking at a reserve thing, and they said the reserve like fancy packages of the game. They came with like different stuff.
Well, this has all the DLCs, all the expansion packs. The Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate 2 one has over 200 hours of combined play between the two games. And that's an isometric American computer RPG. Kind of like the old Fallout and stuff.
Yeah.
So on the same day, also the 15th, there's another pack that has Planescape Torment and the Icewind Dale Enhanced Edition. All expansions, all DLC, kind of the same thing. They're a little cleaned up as well. I actually have them for PC. They're pretty nice.
Okay.
So that's going to be good.
I played Neverwinter Nights. That's coming out too, right?
That's also
Yeah.
coming out. But those two packages are $49.99 a piece. October 15th, Witcher 3 Complete Edition, $59.99. October 15th, Overwatch Legendary Edition, $39.99. I didn't know Overwatch was coming to Switch. October 15th, Zombieland Double Tap Road Trip. Now, normally I wouldn't even give this thing a second look. You know what I mean? Because movie video games are awful. But it's a twin stick, 4-player local co-op arcade shooter.
Ooh.
And it looked pretty interesting. It's a story between Zombieland and then the second one.
Okay.
So you get to start as the Zombieland characters, but then you can pick up the ones from the second movie as you're playing.
Oh wow.
So I thought that looked pretty interesting. That's $39.99.
Wow.
Ben
I wonder how you play 4 people if you haven't gotten the other 2 characters yet.
I don't know.
Because you only have Tallahassee.
You're the same people. I
It did
guess.
have the 4 character names in the thing. I'll get it for you after.
You're a different color. Like in Street Fighter, you pick the same person. You're a slightly different color.
Or what they do is like maybe if there's like 4 players, they'll kind of like jump to that, at that point versus that would make a whole lot of sense.
I jotted this one down for Ben on October 16th. Little Town Hero. It's made by Game Freak. It's an RPG. $24.99. On the 18th, Ring Fit Adventure, which is the stupid bow thing that they're announcing.
Yeah.
$80.
It's going to go crazy. People,
It probably will.
fucking-
You know what?
We
You know
did
what?
our Nintendo episode, and the Wii Fit games fucking outsold everything.
You know what didn't do well that they thought was going to do well? That fucking cardboard shit for the Switch.
Yeah.
The
Labo. Or
Labo,
whatever.
yeah.
They thought that was going to be the big thing. It was like,
same,
Nintendo Labo.
same day, October 18th, Return of Obra Dinn which is like an adventure puzzle black and white deal. $19.99. Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD, $39.99. That's on the 29th.
Never played any of them.
Also
Super
on the
Monkey
29th is the Disney Classics Aladdin and Lion King combo for $29.99.
I wonder if they make the games a little bit easier.
I doubt it. Also on the 29th, Resident Evil 5, $29.99.
I like
And Resident Evil 6 on the same day, $29.99.
I don't like 6 by 5, skip 6.
And then, most importantly for me, October 31st, 2019, Luigi's Mansion 3.
Oh man, on
$59.99.
Halloween.
That's
Jeez,
that's an amazing release.
Wow, I'm gonna have to get
That
that.
should fucking sell.
I got all of those off the Nintendo website. There was actually 80 new releases for Nintendo this
Wow.
month. So
Yeah, there's a
those
lot
are
out
just
there.
the ones I highlighted.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Just to kind of go over, Destiny 2 Shadowkeep came out October 1st. Ghost Recon Breakpoint came out October 4th. Stay tuned. Your boys going to talk about that. Concrete Genie, October 8th. WWE 2K20th is coming out October 24th. Call of Duty Modern Warfare is October 25th. Medieval, October 25th.
I'm looking forward to that.
The Outer Worlds, October 25th. Luigi's Mansion, October 31st. So that's pretty much the main ones this website showcased.
And I think is Halloween on Friday? I know Nintendo usually releases games on Friday, but they might change it
I
because
can
it's
tell you.
Halloween.
So this is
Be a
this
smart way to
is
go
what's on
about it.
sale on PlayStation right now, and there's some pretty decent stuff here. Dragon Ball Fighter Z Ultimate Edition, which is normally a 100 and I don't know if that's $99 or $109 game with the season pass and everything, is on sale for 65% off for $38.49.
That's actually pretty good.
It's a really good deal. Black Ops 4, the digital deluxe edition, which is a $100 game, is on sale for $40. Call of Duty World War II, $100 game, $40. Hitman Gold Edition, $100 version, $34. Jump Force, $100 edition, $50. Kingdom Hearts All-in-One package, a $100 game for $60. $100 Red Dead Redemption version, $50. It's a 50% off. Mortal Kombat Premium Edition is pretty much it's half off most major titles that have the deluxe.
Speaking of Mortal Kombat, the
Yeah.
Arnold Terminator pack is out.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider's on there. Nortado.
Naruto.
Okay, thank you.
Naruto.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to name the rest, but that one, Soul Calibur, Ace Combat, Tomb
I
Raider,
could rattle it off. Probably.
Skyrim Special Edition, and Fallout 4 Game of the Year bundle, $39.99. Days Gone is $45. That's the $100 version. Spyro and Crash Remastered is $41. There was one on here that really caught my attention. I'm just trying to find it. If you want the Arkham Collection and you've been holding out this whole time, or you want to pick it up, every game for $18.
That's worth it.
Battlefield 1 and Titanfall 2. Do not sleep on Titanfall 2. Titanfall 2 was a very, very good shooter. The problem was it was released the same time as Call of Duty and Battlefield, and no one picked it up.
fell
So
under the
you can
radar.
get two really good shooters, because Battlefield 1 was a great shooter as well, for $12.
No, there you go. $6
You can get
each.
two brand new
Nifty.
games. Yeah, two decent games. Days Gone Normal Edition is just $41, so that's not a huge deal there. Injustice, the $50 version is $23.
Is that 1 or 2?
Justice 2,
I was
sorry.
gonna say it has to be 2. wait for
A
it.
very good game that I think if you're into the Grand Theft Auto style games, I really enjoyed it. Mafia 3. You can pick up the deluxe edition for $15. I would recommend that. I played that and really enjoyed it. Overwatch is $20 if you've never picked up Overwatch. Is there? Borderlands VR is out there. I'm trying to find it. No Man's Sky is pretty much the same price. If you want to pick up the Sims, DLC packs, they're all in there right now. Battlefield 1 is $9.99, but if you can just get that bundle for a couple more bucks and get 2 games, that'd probably be the best way to go. Jack and Daxter bundle, $15 for PlayStation. Spider-Man is only 20% off, so you can pick Spider-Man up for $31.99.
You can just go on eBay and get it for $20.
Yeah,
$5.
so that's really nothing
Yeah.
that's going to blow you away there. But there's some pretty decent titles there right now on sale for Xbox for PlayStation, so you definitely go check that out. I think you'll find something fun there.
Certainly sounds it, at least.
Yeah. Oh, Detroit Becoming Human. That's $20, but I mean on regular price it's only $30, so it's not too crazy.
No.
Creed Rise to Glory.
Yeah, you can pick up Creed Ride to Glory.
What the hell is that?
The
Apollo Creed.
Apollo Creed.
Oh.
So to answer your question, I looked it up.
Who's
The
this?
4 playable characters in that Zombieland game are going to be Tallahassee, Columbus, Wichita, and Little Rock
Yeah. The 4 main
to start.
Did you see the trailer for the new movie yet?
No.
Where he's like, I don't know how she survived this long. She's stupid. He goes, because zombies eat brains and she ain't got none.
Is there citrus in it?
Yeah, it's a little. It feels like.
What do
it's a
you
little
What do you
bit
think of
malty.
Laser Sneak?
It's a little bit malty, but I kind of
supposed
like
to be
that.
brand
though.
new.
I taste citrus and like burnt wood.
Yeah. Do you have
I mean, I'm no beer drinker.
is there anything else out there you guys want to talk about?
Yeah, the Terminator's released for Mortal Kombat 11. But I'm still waiting for that gold edition.
Oh,
So you can
baby.
play as Arnold right now. It's pretty cool because when
Yeah.
he gets hit, you can see the endoskeleton.
Nice,
You know, when they hit,
nice.
you see the exoskeleton.
We'll get in real. We just hit the hour mark, so we're making pretty good time here.
Let's do this.
We'll get into what we're into right now. Where we're going.
Well, I kinda
Mine will be
wanted
pretty
to-
quick.
Okay, go
All
ahead.
right, so I've been playing Breaking Point. I haven't gotten too far into it.
What's Breaking Point?
Breaking Point is a new Tom Clancy game. So
Okay.
I loved Wildlands. Wildlands was awesome because even though you have to play with people, you had some AI that you can like put in certain situations. Like, hey, we're gonna do a joint shot. You can still kind of do that, but you're by yourself now and you're with a drone. John Berthal's characters in it is really cool.
Is it first person shooter?
No, third person.
Oh, okay.
It's a Tom Clancy third person, but John Berthal plays the villain of the game, and it's a really good story. But it's just there's some things
man,
about it
I like him.
I'm not too into, but I want to hold judgment. But I'm just started playing it, so I couldn't tell you. Sorry, I'm getting the beer burps. I couldn't tell you to pass on it or not yet.
I never even heard of it.
Yeah. I just started the Daredevil comics.
Which one?
the new run that Tyler's been
Oh,
raving
by
about.
Chip Zdarsky.
I wish he was here so that he can go into it more.
I have not read it, so I can't.
Yeah,
say anything about
I
it.
picked up a bunch of comics.
Really?
Yeah, a lot.
I read the new Ghost Rider first issue. I thought it was very good.
Yeah.
But Danny Ketch and Johnny Blaze.
I'm an issue and a half into Daredevil. It's fun. It's a fun
Yeah.
book. It pretty much starts off that Daredevil was in a really, really bad injury, but they didn't really dive into what injured him.
Okay.
And then he's like kind of bouncing back, but he's not 100% himself yet. I read the Harlan book.
Harleen, wasn't that great?
Yeah, really, really good.
Yeah,
first issue, and then it's more of a deeper dive of the origin of Harley.
Yeah,
Quinn.
before she's Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
Like, and then that one review I said the guy was kind of shitting on it and said, well, she doesn't act like Harley Quinn. I'm like, well, no shit.
because she's slowly losing her mind.
Yeah, she's not Harley Quinn yet.
And even if you're a Harley Quinn fan, but you're like, man, I
You know
really,
where they're going.
yeah,
you know
where they're going, but it really dives into more how the Joker was
Like,
in her
yeah,
head,
the whole time
without even
Yeah,
trying.
Yeah,
Like I'm not want to spoil anything, but they have a small encounter
Yeah.
before she's even her doctor, and just the thing he said to her in their encounter,
Yeah.
stuck in her brain.
and then when he tells that thug right after,
Yeah,
you know?
and it just her small encounter with the Joker in the wild was just enough to put her over the edge where he terrified her, but she was intrigued.
Yeah.
And then she meets him, and then it's a complete like Joker inside jail and Joker outside of inside jail are two different Jokers.
It was so good, and the art's fantastic.
Yeah,
The
it's a
art is
really,
just A+.
really, really good comic.
Yeah, I suggest that. It's going to be
then-
two more issues of that.
Yep.
Harleen.
And then I just started reading the Absolute Carnage comics.
Yeah, and that's pretty good. I'm
really
one behind.
good. I was never a big Carnage Venom guy, so the book kind of starts off where Eddie is being framed for something he didn't do.
And that's Venom for people who don't know. A.
Yeah.
Brock is Venom once
Eddie
again.
Brock is Venom, and he actually is not teamed up with Venom. Venom is trying to find him.
Carnage.
No, Venom. He's actually separate. Brock is separated from Venom.
Are you sure?
Yes, because the book starts and he's running, and Venom is following him in another body. And then it gets to
Was
the
it?
point where Carnage then appears in a subway and goes to kill Brock because Carnage thinks that Venom is inside of Brock, and Venom jumps out of that body, then
Oh, yeah,
back
the
into
symbiote.
Brock,
Yeah, okay, yeah,
and
that's right,
then
that's right, yeah.
saves his life before
Yeah.
Carnage. So then it really dives into the dynamic of how Brock and Venom are really in touch with each other.
Yeah. Because Carnage was spawned from Venom.
Yeah, and then-
Donnie Cates writes, and they said he wanted to make like a horror thing. And it's kind of horror.
It is very hardish.
Yeah.
And then the entire time, then Spider-Man and Venom are teaming up to try to get back to who's the main guy that Venom, the serial killer.
Please, Cassidy.
Cleese Cassidy. They're trying to get back to him before Carnage gets to him because Carnage.
Yeah.
They think that Carnage wants to kill him to then embody somebody else.
Yeah.
and
And then
that's not what
so
happens.
Did you just read issue 1? Did you read 2?
I'm 2 episodes in.
Oh, okay,
So,
so-
at the end of issue 1, Carnage is like,
because it's issue 3's out.
yeah,
so.
he's like, I didn't want to kill him. Like, and then it just kind of shows the very end where he just like takes him as a pawn.
Yeah, and then his whole thing is he wants to kill everybody that has traces of a symbiote ever, so he can get the power.
Oh,
of
the
that symbiote.
Codex shit.
Yeah, the codex of the symbiotes.
Yeah. So, but this comic has spawned off into Absolute Carnage and the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, I mean,
Miles
which-
Morales. There's a lot
You
of.
don't have
different-
to read them if you don't want to.
Yeah, but
They're just little tie-ins that
Yeah.
fill in small little areas.
so it's pretty insane of how like Absolute Carnage has become like this giant
Yeah,
thing in the
and
Marvel universe.
he's like making everyday people carnages to just to take over the world, so he can kill all the old symbiote hosts to get their codexes to be the most strongest. Because there's a symbiote god called Noel. He's trying to become as powerful to him to kill him.
Yes,
so he can be the god.
Yep, it's a good book.
Yeah,
no joke.
The
Donny
trade will be
Cates.
out in about 5 months. So
Yeah,
there's still a couple more issues left.
No joke. Donny Cates is actually the hottest writer
for
thus
Marvel.
far for Marvel,
Yeah.
and he's been
they're giving him the Thor
big dick
book.
energy. Yeah,
He'll be writing Thor in January.
Nice.
That's when that comes out.
and he elevated Cosmic Ghost Rider to a whole new level.
I think he created him.
Yeah, he created him too, which is pretty wild. You know what I mean? Like, oh, who would have thought? Spoiler alert: Frank Castle is Cosmic Ghost Rider, and then.
But it's weird in that world. But then there's also Punisher book that isn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, yeah. They made Franken Punisher or some shit.
Frankencastle.
Frankencastle, yeah. Like a
I
dog shit.
just started watching a documentary show on Netflix. It was on TV, but I didn't watch it. It was on TV because I didn't have cable, so I just started watching now. I've been watching Surviving R. Kelly.
Ooh.
Holy!
I don't think I could survive 5 minutes of that.
Wow.
If you're into like a fucking story, you're thinking to yourself like, so if you followed that story or even follow R. Kelly's career, and then you rewatch this documentary, you look back on it like we were fucking all stupid. Like this guy was literally telling us he was doing this in his music, in his things, and we were just like, like I'm not saying like this is not a political shot, but like how like certain things happen in our world that are happening right now, and like 10 years down the road, we're gonna be like, dude, I cannot fucking believe I was into that. Like, there's R. Kelly fans right now that are like, oh, I'm a fucking idiot. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I couldn't name one of his songs of Money was involved.
he
Trapped
literally
in a closet.
Trapped in a Closet saved his career. So he was literally like known his entire life by everyone that was in his circle and all his producers and everyone in the music business that he was a pedophile.
Yeah.
He was 100% a child predator. Like he was about to get signed and he was 20 some years old and he'd go pick up high school girls and go pick up young girls at the mall, like 13, 14-year-old girls, and just turn them out.
All I know is from Dave Chappelle, I want to pee on you.
Dave Chappelle was literally telling people like, this guy's a fucking sicko.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, it's a lie, it's a lie. And
It's
then
so funny.
And then like
It's like the high school. He plays good football. Let him go.
exactly. He married Aaliyah when she was 15 years old.
Really?
Like
Wow.
she lied on the marriage certificate, and then they had to annul it. And he helped her write her first album.
Wow.
And the first hit song was called "Age Ain't Nothing But a Number," and it's about a young girl who's 15 who's fucking a guy much older than her. Like she was telling the world, "I'm fucking R. Kelly."
Oh my god.
Like,
So in other words, it was oh shit, what was I gonna say?
but people in his camp, like realistically, R. Kelly is sitting in prison right now for this, and he should
Oh,
be.
is he? Wow.
But there is people that are in his camp that should be sharing a cell with him, because
yeah.
there's some people in his camp that were feeding him little girls, like people that would be like, "Hey Ben, your job is to go to the mall and be like, hey, do you want to go hang out with R. Kelly?
Nope.
How old are you? 13?
Nope.
Perfect. Come with me." Like that was people's jobs, and they did it. Like there was people who knew he was having sexual intercourse with girls, and they didn't care. Like it's disgusting. I'm only 3 or 4 episodes in.
Yeah.
If you want to watch a fucked up story and just kind of get into it and just be like, wow, it's crazy that he got away with it this long, check it out. Like the girl he got caught peeing on video, and she's 14 years old in the video. Her parents were working for him as like musicians and doing backup stuff. While he was in trial for this video, he was still seeing that girl on the regular and having
Really?
sex with her at the age of 16 at that time, because it was 2 years later. And the parents went into court, and the girl went into court. Everyone, her aunt was testified, said that's her on the tape. And then her friend from high school who knew her whole life said that's her on the tape. Her high school basketball coach was like, that's her on the tape. She got on the stand and goes, it's not me. Her dad got on the stand and goes, not my daughter.
Oh, God.
The mother got on stand and goes, not my daughter. They were literally getting paid to let their 16-year-old kid have sex with R. Kelly.
Well,
You know what?
And
I-
people do
he
weird
got
things.
off. He got off on all charges.
Did you guys ever watch that Boondocks episode? It was when the R. Kelly thing was happening.
They literally made fun of it, saying like you are all stupid.
I don't. Well, Riley, the one boy, is like, I don't know about you, but when I see piss, I get out the way.
He's like, if she didn't want to be pee on, why don't she just move out the way? If I see pee coming, I'm a
I
dodge it.
get out the way.
But honestly, like they were taking that stuff that people were saying from literally like people on the street. They're like, it ain't R. Kelly, that ain't him, and it's just like he's literally looking at the camera going, I'm R. Kelly. I'm about to pee on this 14-year-old.
Well, that's like
I know what I
Dave
was gonna
Chappelle when he
say.
holds up his
I know what I was
license.
gonna say.
Yeah, like in the video, he's hooking up with this girl and literally just using her as a fucking urinal. And I don't know how much he had a lot of pee in him that day, but he's
Had 2 cups of coffee.
like literally. There's people in the back like, "Yo, Kelly, the phone's for you."
Yeah.
R. Kelly, pick up the phone. Like it's
That ain't me.
It's
that was
it ain't me.
I have no recollection of that.
But like it's crazy how he got away with it, and he actually met a girl that was at the trial who was 14 years old that was there to say that wasn't him.
Yeah.
He met her, got her number, and was fucking her, and she's like, there's no way he'd fuck a 14-year-old. But wait, I'm 14 and I'm fucking R. Kelly right now. Like it's crazy that he did this. Like, and he would be like,
Wow.
you want to be famous? You want to be a singer one day? You want let me pee on you? Like,
God.
and they said it only gets worse as this show gets.
I
I'm
can
only
imagine.
3 episodes in, and it's blowing my mind.
In other words, Dave Chappelle, Hannibal Buress before Hannibal Buress with Bill Cosby. Then.
yeah, but nobody cared.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
They're
though,
like he was. Have you ever seen Space Jam? Have you ever listened to Fly Away? Couldn't be him. No way he peed on a girl. Are you crazy? It's fucking R. Kelly. I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. Like even his musical trainer was like, boy, he was doing some fucked up shit. Even when he's like, I'd walk in the studio and he'd have girls naked and he's fondling their butt and like, okay, that girl's 13 damn years old. And she would leave, but she wouldn't say nothing. It's crazy that no one fucking spoke up about it. It's I don't know. It was disgusting, but I would definitely watch it. It's an interesting story to see how naive people were for some money. The only other thing I watched on Netflix was Paper Tiger, Bill Burr's new stand-up special.
Oh,
It's fucking phenomenal.
Was it good?
It's really good. I won't get too much into it. I listened to 2 new albums that came out. I listened to the new Steel Panther album.
I didn't know they had a new one. What's it called?
It's awesome. Rock Gods or Gods of Rock.
that's
or-
their 5th one, I think,
Yeah.
already.
hey, when are we going?
It's not this weekend, but next weekend.
Okay.
Yep. And then I listened to the new Blink-182 album. And
Do they have a new how?
yeah,
Wow.
and I enjoyed that one as well.
Is it still the same guys?
All but Tom.
Okay, who's Tom? Fill me in.
Tom was the guy who had the whiny voice.
Oh,
The guitar player. Guitar player.
well, I punch him right in the face.
Where are you?
And I'm so sorry. I still like his voice, so I don't care.
And was he on Owl? He's like saying goodbye this time, the same old story.
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
That's
All
Tom.
right. There you go.
And then on the way back from Indiana, I probably pissed off people in the car, but I was like, listen, I'm driving for 12 hours, and I'm just going to put on what I want to listen to on the way home. So I turned on I don't read very often. I'm not a reader.
Book on tape.
So because I have a Prime membership, I get 2 free credit books a month for Audible.
Okay.
One of my books I chose was The Dirt, which is pretty
Motley
much
Crue.
the Motley
Yeah, I
Crue.
heard that's very good.
The audiobook,
Yeah.
if you want to pick up an audiobook, the audiobook is done very well. Like they literally cast the people who read the book
Really?
that sound like each member of the band.
That's cool.
So when they're like, Chapter 2, Tommy. Hey dude, man. So and he reads the book as if he's talking as
Oh,
Tommy.
wow.
So it's done really well. So when you're reading the book, you're listening to the book, you actually can correlate. It's not the same guy reading each
Yeah.
guy's story, so you're like
That gets kind of
it doesn't like mind numb and it doesn't switch in
Yeah.
and out. You're fucking sitting there like an idiot.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Mick Mars. Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying? Mick Mars
No.
sounds like he's dying in it.
I was gonna say we passed the Audible headquarters in New Jersey.
you stopped me for that.
Yeah, fucking right, I did.
All right.
Hey, fuck you. No, I wanted to share something. It's in New Jersey, the Audible book place. And it's like Audible. I'm like, Scott. Well, Yags was just like, yo, Ben, that's Audible, isn't it? I'm like,
Yeah, that's
no fucking dog
look,
shit.
look at the sign. But yeah, I'm about 5 chapters in. It's fucking unbelievable. Like, if you are into rock music, or just
Everyone said that.
or just music in
Isn't
general,
there
their
a doc-
stories are.
Isn't there a
fucking-
movie too? That
They just
did?
made a movie on Netflix.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
But
Yeah,
they
it's very
left.
good.
If you like the movie, listen to the audiobook
Yeah.
because they left out a lot.
Wow.
Yeah. Like they get into more details about a lot of the stuff that was just like very glossed over in the movie, like
Yeah.
the girl squirting across the living room.
Which was hilarious. That's
Yes.
what a great way to start a movie.
Well, that
Man, she had a fucking blast off on that one.
so
wow.
that was actually Tommy Lee's girlfriend at the time, and they called her Boo Winkle because she had a great face. But for horse, they all said she had a face like a moose. Like, yeah. So it was a real. It's so far. I'm not
a
finished.
sophisticated version of saying Butterface.
Yeah, so
wow.
I'm not super far into it, but it's been really, really, really good.
That's
so definitely
fun.
check it out.
That's fun.
What do you
That's
got?
fun.
Whoever wants to go next, you can go ahead.
You know what? Fuck it. I want to talk a little bit. So I dropped. So I kind of dropped off of Blasphemous, and yeah, it was just being too complicated at this point. So I have to fucking work out the kinks on that. I didn't read entirely too much, but I did watch Big Mouth, the 3rd season. Kind of a little bit of a wash, rinse, repeat in some aspects than other. Good. It was all right. It was kind of like the same thing. Like they're trying to appeal to everybody and try and explain sexuality and all that other stuff, because they do a portion. One of the episodes that they explain like pansexuality and all this other stuff then too, and the one guy, like Adam, I think it was Adam Goldberg or whatever the guy's name is. He's like, yeah, we definitely missed the mark on this whole sexuality thing, and yeah, we've kind of fucked up. So we apologize for that. In a way, it was a good thing, but kind of like bleeding into the Big Mouth thing. They also did. They're also going to be doing a Human Resources, where basically it's a spin-off to Big Mouth. And they're going to use the Hormone Monster and the Hormone Monstress, the Shame Wizard, and the Depression Cat as like actual things, and make their own series about it. And I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of excited to hear the hormones. Hey man, I'm the Hormone Monster.
I love the Hormone Monstress. I think she is amazing.
It's what's her name?
Yeah,
Maya Rudolph.
She's like, you smell great. That's because I don't put deodorant on. I take long, hot bubble baths.
And the end of season 2, she goes with the main character. So it's like, oh, I have a girl hormone monster. How's like? I'm looking forward to.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a great show.
But no joke, like I kind of like the series, like, and people are like shitting on it. They're like, oh, this is like commercial animation. I'm like, in a way, like it's not like it's not the dog
people
shit.
Just
like
need
cutesy,
to find a way to
artsy,
shit
fartsy.
on something that.
No, it's not like the cutesy artsy fartsy dog shit animation.
Well, no, you have
like
people who are like,
Thundercats.
I like this show when no one else liked it, and now everyone likes it, and it's
that's so
stupid.
dumb.
I hate it.
Oh, we know somebody like that too.
I know a
but-
lot of people like that.
A lot of people.
No,
like
one that's like blaringly obvious, and I'm just like, dude, I remember you were fucking alright about it, but come the fuck on. You're going out of your way at this point in time.
Yeah, I have to dislike everything.
Yeah,
It's like that episode of South Park where Stan thinks everything is shit, and you're like, you're not trendy, and you're not cool, and you're not hip. You're just an asshole.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
But I kind of get.
don't
where
ruin
he's
it for
coming
everyone
from.
else because you think everything is shit.
And I could kind of respect that in a way. Like if you're looking at something and you're trying to look for something different, and it's just like,
No,
man.
people just there's
I'm not
the
saying
people
that
like
it's
that
a bad
literally go
thing.
out to look at something to shit on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, like that's really my only thing. Like I just like dipped into some anime. Like there's like a new one that's like a 4-part series, and they did it like a Hayao Miyazaki phase. Oh, what was it? I was telling you about this last time. It's like you gotta look at it. It's like absolute
What's it
beautiful
called?
fucking animation. Hang on.
Oh no, yeah, you sent it to me and I put it on my watch list, but I haven't had time to watch it.
But no joke. That's a good series. I just sent it to you in like message
Yeah.
form.
I have it right here.
Is that all you got going on there right now?
Really, that's basically it. But I have some stuff to talk about with New York Comic Con.
Yeah, that's what I figured. We'll try to get.
Cabaneri of the Iron Fortress?
Yes, that was a good show. No joke.
So what are you into right now, Andy?
Well, I haven't really been able to watch anything but wrestling for the past, and then New York Comic Con happened.
Last week was crazy.
So that's it. I mean, I did watch a couple of more episodes of Disenchanted. So I think about issue episode 6. I really like that. I think
I
that's
can't
a
wait
good
to
show.
pick that
Yeah,
up.
if you're excited for the
That's one of
wrestling
them-
talk, wait till
Yeah.
Thursday.
Yeah, my God, we have
or
tons to
Friday
talk
when it
about.
comes out Friday. Yeah.
And you just sit down and watch Disenchanted. And like my one friend watched, he said I watched them all one night. I was like, wow.
awesome.
But yeah, so that's really it. I haven't had the time to
Every
play anything.
fucking time I turn Netflix on, I'm like, I'm gonna put something on, and I'm like, oh, there's Storage Horse Canada version, and I now that I literally have nothing, like it's a completely, I can't watch anymore. It's
There's
done.
other things you can be watching.
I
Tony.
can't stop.
There's something
You
else.
fucking goofy.
I mean,
dick.
There's something else you can watch.
I like Pawn Stars, but like when I turn on Netflix and I'm like Disenchanted's out, then I won't watch that. You know?
Yeah, my thing is
anything can come up. I'm not gonna change.
I always have that mentality where like I don't want to watch something new because I don't think I'm in the mind state right now to watch something new where I'm going to retain it, and I just put on something garbage, and then I just like it's like one of those like it's shitty, but I'm like really into it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's bogey. Like the Canada version has this. Oh my god, the characters.
There's this
it's a really hot Hispanic girl named Ursula. She's so hot.
There's this one animated series. It's like kind of sort of like American anime type, and it's this new one. It's like a guy's like face is like half melted off, and like the preview of it is like black dude. He's just like, "Yo, man, how's it going?" White dude, just like old decrepit old guys, just like, "Hey, man, we need you to go out here." Da 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 da. Like rattles everything off. He goes, "Hey, your wife likes the smell of this cologne that I have," and he's like, "Hey, just let her know that." She has to be home by like 12 o'clock or whatever. And then like he walks into the bedroom like ass naked, walks in, and she goes, "Who is that?" And it's like, "Oh, that's your husband." And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what
And
the
you
fuck?
watched every episode.
No, I did not. I did not watch every
on with this
episode. I'm just
show?
like, what the fuck is this? Like, out of the
I
woodwork.
can't do it. Like the Japanese stuff, like that's how they all start.
No,
and
it's
it starts with
American though.
something
It's like
super
well
weird. I'm like,
drawn.
Either
No,
that-
no, it's well drawn. It's all like American. Like it doesn't go like, "Hey, Anthony,"
no,
and like rattling off.
Even
but-
when people were like, "You should watch this anime," and I start watching, I'm like, "This is fucking horseshit."
Well, a lot of times they don't make sense.
Yeah.
I find I'm like trying
and,
real hard.
and there's,
like,
there's a
this
lot of
doesn't make any
things that
sense.
they're in the Japanese culture
That do not cross over,
I don't
yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
So like when someone's like, "Oh, you would really like this," and I watch, I'm like, "Why is why?" And they're like, "That's just what they do."
Yeah,
Like
it's a culture show.
like I'm gonna get into this tomorrow on wrestling a little bit, but like I have a really hard time with New Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just New Japan. Like I have a hard time watching NXT UK because there's a different style to that, like what's going on there,
Yeah.
and it doesn't translate to me. Like I can watch Lucha Libre because it's been introduced into American culture to the
Yeah.
point where it's almost like, oh, I can definitely get into that. Where I still have that hard time with like Japan because it's a different style. It's completely different. You know what I mean? Like watching
Yeah.
American wrestling and Japanese
if
wrestling.
you're used to watching 5-minute matches on Raw, and then you go and try and watch a New Japan show, you're like, whoa, this
Yeah,
is
you're like
way
they're,
different.
they're like, oh my god, it's 2 days now, and they're still fucking flipping around. Yeah, it's nuts. It's a culture, and that's what I think that's what happened to me with a lot of like video games. Like I try to play Monster Hunter World, and it's super like Final Fantasy Japanese hardcore.
a lot of games
it's
are
different.
And I was just
super
like,
Japanese.
it's very
"Meh,
different.
not into
yeah.
this at all. And
I
turned it
thought
off.
Dragon's Dogma was like that for 360.
Yeah.
That was on 360.
Sounds
Let's
like
not get
that.
into it,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's about right.
But
yeah.
what are you into right now?
My wife and I are just finishing up that. I said a couple weeks ago that Netflix put, I think it's seasons 8 and 9 of Shameless on. So we're just finishing up the 9th season there. We're cranking through those.
And cheap plug, your wife was on
and yeah, if
people.
you,
That
if, you,
episode's
if,
live.
if you want to hear more about his awesome wife and how she does amazing artwork and she paints all of his models and everything else you've heard since Steve's been a part of the show, she actually just sat down and did an interview with us. You can go check it out on this channel. Looking for the interview that says Allison Miller, Allison Haley Miller. Yeah, I flipped it. by
That's
accident.
right.
But yeah, and
was that her maiden last name? Or is
Yeah.
that, I didn't know if that
No,
or
that's her maiden
middle
name.
name was
Okay.
Her maiden
Yeah.
name's Haley.
because I know Haley, so I didn't.
Yeah.
so it's a good show. It's a good interview. Go check it out.
And I love the whole fact that like you mentioned the whole ugly fuck thing as, and this is like the
Who,
very
me? In
no
the-
no like
oh.
the ugly
No,
fuck
no,
Tom
no,
Kessler
me.
thing
I didn't
Tony
get there.
did yeah. And the funny thing is Tom Kessler gets mentioned except only in one
He loves it.
episode.
He fucking loves
Oh,
it.
I'm gonna fucking run it to the ground. I'm running until the wheels fall off on this shit, yo. Like that's my thing.
Yeah, we did talk about the joining of Steve to the show and how I'm very, very happy with Steve and I'm glad he's a part of our team and
Oh,
stuff.
to Allison?
Steve,
Yeah.
no joke.
No joke.
Forearm
I don't know
handshake.
what's
Forearm
happening.
handshake.
I don't know what's happening.
Oh, that's
for
fucking
daggers.
durable.
That is
shit.
called the Hercules handshake. Made
Yeah.
probably
Yeah,
by a
fucking
TV
right,
show,
man.
Hercules. In the
That's
90s.
fucking right, man.
was like,
I love that.
So to answer your question, I was trying to catch up on Shameless, and my big thing this whole past 2 weeks is I've been
Those
I've
are
been
like the biggest
completely
recipe
enamored
cards.
with my Malifaux leaks.
Okay.
I was 3-0 last time I talked to you
nice.
guys.
Yeah.
Now I'm fucking 3-1.
Ah,
I took my
right.
first loss. It was a hard
nice.
loss.
Can't win them all.
The guy that I played was amazing, and it was a very exhilarating game.
Did you
and
put
he
up
said
a-
the same.
Put it this way, did you put up a very good fight?
Yeah. So the score, you can only score 8 points in a match. The finals, and he had 24 points going up against me, so that's 3 perfect games.
Oh, wow.
Our game, I scored 3, he scored 4.
Really? Wow.
So I took him off his perfect game streak, and
Holy
it was
dog
pretty
shit.
close.
Good job, man.
Thank you.
Now,
Hey,
is it
fucking right.
random, like draw the card?
No. We
Not
choose
like
our
Magic.
we choose our crews beforehand. So that was the
Do
other
you know
thing.
what you did wrong that you could beat him next time?
I could have made it a draw. There was a very important marker on my side of the board that I should have moved, and I got so obsessed with trying to put the hurt on him that I completely ignored the marker, and it stayed in its spot, and I took a point for it. So that was brutal.
Oh, wow.
I got a little too obsessed with trying to kill him.
So are you still? I know you second place.
I'm tied for second with another guy.
Oh,
Well, I know. Tell me about
how's
it.
Rob doing in it?
Rob's like a clutch player. He's running it, so he's not playing in it. There's an odd number of people. So if everybody's playing that week, he'll play the odd man out. Usually like lower on the
Cool.
on the
This is
league.
a really cool card box.
That's very nice.
I brought these this is
Velveteen.
part of my little show and tell because you guys had asked about cards going with it. So like these were some of the models that I have brought before. There's my master.
Oh, they're a little bit taller than normal cards.
They're tarot sized.
Yeah. Okay,
Kind of
yes.
theme with the game. She's
Oh, nice.
like
Oh,
the-
you're a
the
gypsy
master
fuck,
of
aren't
fates.
you?
No.
I'm sorry.
Swamp Fiend.
Oh, wow. That's
So when you buy your models, do the cards come with it?
Yes. So like
Oh,
here's
wow,
a
look at
Silurid, here's a Gator. And I just brought these to kind of. I know you guys. I've showed you that model before.
That looks like
And it has all their like attacks and
this
everything.
looks like the
attacks and
thing from
actions.
Diablo.
Yeah, it kind of does. So everything on the front of the card is like an innate ability. They just get it automatically. And then on the back, I can choose like any of those 2 things during that character's turn.
So apparently
So I just kinda brought
there's
those to show.
just
It looks pretty cool. They look
just for an idea, Steve. I was reading up on my news feed. Apparently, there's this extremely black paint where like you
Okay,
literally
thank you.
spray it.
cool.
It looks like a shadow. That's how like matte fucking black you can get it. It's ridiculous.
I believe it's called Black is Black. Actually.
Yeah.
No, I forget.
called Blacker
I've
Than Black.
been seeing it around, and I'm just like, and they make like this inside joke, and I'm just like,
Don't say it. I don't want to hear it.
no. It's like
I don't wanna get kicked off YouTube.
Amish, whatever. I forget what it is. I don't know.
I'm gonna say it.
Well, then don't bring it up. Then like
You brought it up.
like out of the word. Oh, don't say it. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna fucking.
You're like, there's
they
this
do like an
inside
inside
joke.
joke. No, it's not. No, I
Just
don't
move
know.
on.
I don't know the reference, but anyhow.
yeah, we've
but
been
like,
from-
it's ridiculous. Like, and some people are actually trying to actually paint this stuff on the models, and they're like, it's way too fucking black. It's nuts. Like, it looks like a shadow if you put it up on like Tony's wall here. That's how ridiculous.
I have a hard time trying to imagine what you would use that for. Like a black,
Shadows.
that black. Yeah, you don't really.
The
The
only-
light gives you the shadow. You know
Legitimately,
what I mean? It's
the
weird.
only thing I could probably see is like
You-
maybe a Gundam model where like you're just doing like the hardest black lines, and you're just doing
Like
like,
a crack,
an anime,
maybe, yeah.
like an anime version of it, because there's wild paint schemes how they do that.
In theory, if you want to create shadow, what you do is you do the base color. Like my shirt is yellow. And then as you come up to the different layers, like this line here would be a lighter yellow. You would just add a little bit of white to that yellow. And then this would be like the lightest yellow. You know what I mean? That's You create shadow by starting with the darkest that you want it.
Oh, that's pretty
and
wild.
add light
yeah.
to it as
Yeah.
you come up. Because that's how.
Is there anything else you're into right now, game wise?
No, I'm so fucking obsessed with that.
Yeah.
Like, and with my loss, I'm trying to
All
figure
right.
out how to beat the next guy.
I'll quick do my. This is so I did
Oh, yeah.
unbox this on Facebook. If you guys did, you
Yeah,
guys see it?
I didn't get to watch it.
All right, cool. Because this will be
So
brand
this
new.
is
for you.
all new. Yeah, I didn't see
So
anything. in
this
it.
is Loot Fright. So the first thing I'll open is our T-shirt. So
Okay.
this,
Loot
I'll
Fright.
show the guys first, and then I'll show the camera.
Do you get a T-shirt in every box now?
Yep. So this is the Bride of Frankenstein shirt. So
Oh,
it's
sweet.
her that it's looks like her and the
Oh,
lightning.
that's cool. And she's like the
Oh,
background.
that is nifty.
Yeah, that's
wow.
really
awesome.
I like that.
So this box theme was called Blood and Guts. It was a weird box. Actually, if you notice, there's a toy on the floor.
Yes.
It looks like
This bear?
nope. It's a horror themed toy.
Ladies Bear.
I don't see one.
It's not there at all.
No.
It was right there. I noticed it earlier.
No.
Lady took it.
Yeah, lady probably took it. So it might be under your jacket. Actually, check under your jacket there. Nope. All right. Well, it was so. There's 2 items that came in a previous crate that were in this box.
Okay.
I don't remember, but one of them was a plushie of Leatherface.
Oh,
from
cool.
Chainsaw Massacre. It is around here somewhere. It's now ladies' toy. The other item is a pennant.
Oh, look at that.
Camp Crystal Lake pennant.
That's awesome.
That is really cool.
Yeah. The plushie's pretty cool, but it's Leatherface. And then the pin somewhere in here. I
I'm
don't
not
know.
gonna lie, the pennants are coming back.
So I got a journal, and it's from the Overlook Hotel.
Oh, nice. Shining.
Yeah, from The Shining.
Oh,
If you
cool.
actually open
is
it,
that a notebook?
yeah. So
Room
the first
237?
page is room 237, the
That,
Overlook Hotel.
that pattern is actually the floor for the
Of my-
carpet, too.
and of my bathroom.
Wow. Scary.
Yeah, and then if you actually look really faintly, it says all work, no play makes Jack a dull boy.
Wow, yeah.
And it's every single page faded.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty.
That's
neat.
pretty awesome.
No joke, I would get that pattern in a shirt form.
It was the movie The Fog, the monster from The Fog.
Oh, let me see that.
I like the pins.
Oh, it's upside down.
A bookmark from a book that's coming
cool.
out called Bleak Creek. It talks a little bit about the book, and you can
That's a
pre-order.
nice bookmark, though.
Yeah.
That is fancy.
And then the last item in the crate was a sign. It's a little metal sign, and it says Amity Island, no
From
swimming, because
Jaws.
so it's a 1975 sign, and there's a little bite out of it. But
Nice.
It's a little metal sign, and it's for Jaws.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Nifty.
The crate. I'm not gonna lie. The crate wasn't the greatest.
Yeah.
2 items in it were items I've gotten before in
that sucks, yeah.
in a loot crate.
Ooh.
So it's kind of like I subscribed to Loot Fright, and then I kind of got something I got like back in an October crate for Loot Crate. Now they did say they were going through some financial things, so maybe they're just kind of recycling some items.
They do that.
The Overlook Hotel book I really enjoyed.
That's cool.
I really enjoyed another Camp Crystal Lake pennant because me and Heidi are fighting over the other one.
Yeah,
who
and
actually
the
gets
shirt's
to keep
cool.
it. And the shirt's amazing.
And how much is this month?
This one,
Or every 2
this one
months?
is bi-monthly, and I believe it's 30. It comes
Okay.
out at 30. And then I'll have my new crate of pro wrestling tees coming soon.
Yeah, I'm going to order that one.
And
Maybe
that one
too.
is
We'll see what we get.
masks and paint too. So it's all
cool.
themed of
Yeah.
masks and paint.
That's
face
that's
wrestlers.
every other month. Do
Yeah.
you want to do the video game
That-
ones?
yeah,
or
let's
no?
do video games.
Okay. So I did not open this at all. But
Oh,
first,
really?
before I do it, I actually just took out.
So is
out
this
of
your first time seeing Andy
out of this?
Andy do a
Feel
box?
how honking packed that is.
That is packed. All right. So is this your first time seeing Andy do one of these?
Yeah, I'm super
So
excited.
Jeebus.
Andy likes to reach inside and try to guess of the
Yeah.
game, like the
Oh, that's
system,
awesome.
the
Yeah.
system inside.
Because I can feel what they are.
Yeah.
So this one's packed. This is for October. So you know how you said you want to splice the videos and get a little bit right here at the whatever mark.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a video games monthly unboxing,
All right. So
and I should do that for that unboxing too.
we'll say around the 130.
So they always give you like a little gift too, and I get a 4 games, and you usually always get a 1-up or 2-up. So I always get an extra game. So I usually get 5. So let's see here, 1-up, extra game. That tells you update your list, so you don't get duplicates.
Nice.
They say to take pictures and share it, and then you win more stuff. Now there's some other.
Oh, man.
There's some stuff in here other than games.
Stuff and
There's a
things.
beer koozie, and I think I have 2 already. So you guys can have this one.
Yeah.
Your game's monthly blue one. Someone
That's
can
nice.
have that.
yeah, I like beer koozies.
I have a red one. Yeah, use that right now.
Slap that on there.
I need
Okay.
a new beer though.
Famicom game.
Ooh.
A Famicom game.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Japanese N64.
Ooh,
No.
Now, do you know how he knows it's
Japanese
N64?
NES?
Because he
game.
has it.
No,
it's
so
N64.
so
Oh,
a Japanese.
N64.
No, I'm on 2
okay.
different games.
Oh.
So
I know what you're getting at, yeah.
I'll talk on the same time. So
Okay, sure.
a Japanese N64 game has notches in it.
Yes.
So
See this?
the
That
American,
live look at?
the Americans are actually more in the middle.
This is missing, and then there's the notch starts here and goes that way. that's
So-
how
like
you
a
tell it's
bar.
Japanese.
So what I did is I actually took my N64, took it apart, sawed off the notches.
Yeah.
So now my 64 can play Japanese games.
and that's what I did
Oh,
too.
no
yeah.
shit.
So we'll start with that one.
Did I actually let you borrow the tools?
No, I got them then.
Okay.
Remember you're looking,
I
you
couldn't find them,
So
yeah.
let's see what I got for Japanese.
I'm
See,
so
it's all
excited.
Japanese in the back.
Please be wrestling.
Oh my God, it's a baseball game.
It's a baseball
Oh,
game.
are you kidding me? I love N64 baseball games.
Paku Furu. Pocket. I don't know the Poro.
He knows Japanese too. It's crazy.
Diamond Head. Parote. I don't know. It's Japanese bag. There's a lot of kanji there, and I can't read the kanji.
I'd be
look
interested.
at it more.
I'd be interested to try this.
I don't know. I don't think that had an American release.
I think
though.
that's a wild
Do you,
baseball
do you
game
play
too.
these? Like,
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you like just put them aside.
No,
or-
no, I do play them. So there's a PlayStation 2 Xbox game.
That's
for
like
you.
practically
jewel
brand
case.
new too.
What?
Is it a jewel case?
Yes. No,
So
not jewel case. It's a DVD case.
Okay. Yeah. So,
And
sometimes
it's not
they-
opened. It's brand new.
Ooh, brand new game.
Then there's a jewel case.
Okay.
That's PlayStation 1.
so
or
just
Dreamcast.
99.
Jewel cases could
And
be.
there's a Genesis game in the box. We'll save that one for
Oh,
last.
dog shit. Wow.
Okay, let's do the Famicom game. Let's see what color it is first. So this is regular Nintendo in Japanese.
This is super
So-
exciting.
Ooh!
Oh, man.
It's
Now
gold.
wait,
It's gold.
It might be
It's
a
gold.
Zelda. I don't know.
Torago and Dragon
Dragon Warrior.
Basuta.
There's no picture on it. That's it.
Nope, it's Dragon Buster. See? It says Dragon Basuta.
Oh shit.
Dragon Buster. I've never heard of this game.
Oh my god.
That's
that looks
awesome.
beat to hell, but
Oh, it has
hey.
it up top too. So
That is sick.
yeah.
So we'll take pictures of all this. So if
Yeah,
you
we'll
want
take a picture of
if
that.
you want to see all these pictures, definitely when the show's over, we'll wrap up and take
and
pictures
they
of
have it
everything.
cited, so
But this will all be on our Instagram page. So go
Dragon
father, go
Basuta.
father, go follow IWEP Network on
Yes.
Instagram.
I've never heard of this. It's a little banged up, but that's cool.
Some
I've
scratches
never
on the
heard
back.
of it. And Namco. So how about that?
Namcot.
That's
Namcot.
awesome.
So
Let me see.
yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's
I like
awesome.
that. That's
These are fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Namcot.
okay.
Yeah.
So this is a brand new DVD thing. I can't tell from feeling if it's
I'll rip
360
this
plastic.
Yeah.
or if it's PlayStation 2. Let's see. We got it's PlayStation 2. Sly Cooper 3: Honor Among Thieves, and this is brand new, not open.
Greatest hits edition.
Yeah.
Love
How
that
about
series.
I only played one of them. Only a little bit.
They are fun.
Man, it's so crazy how heavy the games work
Yeah.
as the instruction manual.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll go with the
that's a good. That's a good
the jewel
series of
case. So
games.
this is a PlayStation 1 game. That'd be awesome.
Or it could be anything.
Dreamcast.
It might be Dreamcast because I get a lot of systems. There's a little bit of the sticker on the back. Boom! Tomb Raider: The Last Revelation. Wow, this is the fourth one, and they have the thing on the back.
Wow.
Let's see here. We get the book.
That was pre-loved. That one.
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
A little bit.
You know if someone stuck that
Yeah.
on the back.
I used to do that.
yeah, like that's a video game.
I
nerd
would
right
take
there.
that and throw that away. In fact, I'm ripping that
Same
off right
here.
now.
Yep.
I'm ripping it off now. Does it say where it's from? The sticker.
No, just play. It was the one right here. Just
If the sticker still kind of
PlayStation
sticks, find a
EOS.
spot for it and stick on the table.
I'll get off then. An epic Egyptian adventure. Yeah, I believe this was the fourth one.
So this would be your +1, maybe.
Yeah, well, you could say because
Yeah.
I get 4, so I got my last one, and it is a Genesis game in the box, which is awesome. They also put a little bit of that in there.
Bubble wrap.
Yeah, I have no idea. Let's see what it is. Action Fighter. It's actually not Genesis.
The
Sega Genesis.
Mega-
It's
the
Mega.
Mega cartridge.
Yeah, so this is the 8-bit system. It's a little
Oh,
banged up.
that's the Master System.
Wow.
Sega
Action
Master
Fighter.
System.
I have no idea what Action Fighter is. It looks
Fucking goofy.
like a racing game. Like
It's a racing game, but totally misleading with action fighter.
Yeah.
Damn.
Why isn't it called racing? Get ready to play a starring role in the incredible world of international espionage. You receive 5 different assignments, all action packed.
Cups.
Your high-speed motorcycle can turn into a customized car and then into a sound barrier-breaking jet plane, all in the matter
Whoa.
of seconds. The real test to know when to use which weapon because the wrong machine at the wrong time.
This
can
is
prove fatal.
This is absolutely amazing, and I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So, first reaction. How do you rate this? You know, out of 10 or 5, whatever.
out
Whatever you're
of
comfortable.
this box.
Just
itself?
your general first glance. How you feel about it?
This one's pretty good because I like all this stuff. Not so much the action fighter, it's all right, and baseball, but this might be your wacky base. I give this one an 8 out of 10.
Okay, here it is.
8 out of 10.
Yeah,
Very
'cause
nice.
This is a Sly 3, and it's not opened.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty sweet. And this Dragon Bus.
I'm super intrigued by that.
So
yeah,
I
awesome.
actually-
I want to play this. I mean, it looks like it's a side-scrolling like action game.
I assume you have a Famicom,
yes.
Okay.
Well, no, I have a.
Super Famicom.
And then I have the Retro 5, which plays everything.
All right,
So
gotcha.
everything below
Yeah,
PlayStation.
I actually just ordered 2 games, 3
Really?
games. 2 of them
And this
came in
is
the
cool.
mail. And I'm
That is
waiting for my
awesome.
last one. So I was missing 4 games to complete my collection for SmackDown, the wrestling video games,
Okay.
the WWE ones. So I just got my SmackDown vs. Raw 2007, 2008, 2009. I have 2010 for 3. I'm getting them for 360.
Okay, yeah.
Which is not proven to be easy, especially getting like decent copies
Mm-hmm.
of them. The only one I need is SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. So that's
I have that one.
Do you? Yeah. That's the only one I need to complete my collection. I have SmackDown vs. Raw 2006 for PS2, 2 copies, and I have 2010 for PS2 and Xbox. So,
Wow.
If there's anyone out there that's looking to possibly trade or sitting on a copy of that game that they're just collecting dust, let me know. I will pick.
So they also threw a little switch here, a little card advertising the Switchermania Playcast, a Nintendo Switch podcast. So I guess they're teaming up with.
Fuck them. We're the only
fuck
podcast.
yeah, we
No,
talk about Nintendo Switch.
No, check them out.
So yeah, it's something
see.
on Kickstarter, so you can check that out. But yeah,
Hey,
I've been getting this Video Games Monthly since some guy from Shimoka posted on Facebook. I seen it. I was like, "What? Video Games is your door every month?"
Video Games Monthly. If you want to sponsor us,
Yeah.
we'll
And,
do some cool stuff too.
I think this might be my favorite, just because I don't know it.
that is so
I love
awesome.
getting the Japanese stuff, and I mean the Japanese baseball game here.
That might be good.
It might be crazy. Like, what's the old Japanese side-scrolling beat 'em up where you beat people with baseball bats and your baseball players?
Ninja baseball bat.
Yeah. So what if it's that?
So go check out Switchamania
I have
Playcast.
that board, by the way, too, so
Every
we're
week they
gonna
play a
buy it.
brand new Switch game. So go check them out.
Here, I'll tell you a little secret here. So what you do is see that right there where it says if you
Yep.
type that into Google, it will tell you the name of the game.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and the same thing. Like this one actually doesn't have it here, but like any Super Nintendo game or in Japanese, there's a little code at the top. You type that in, and it will tell you the name of the game.
That's wild.
Yeah, this one doesn't have it for some strange reason, but it's pretty cool. I love this.
Starting to tunnel.
I love Video Games Monthly.
Burn it out and then relight it in a couple of seconds.
So that's Video Games Monthly.
That was amazing.
Yeah,
This is our new-
I'll try and save it for.
So this is our.
This came when I was at New York Comic Con, so I was like,
This is our new candle from
Loki and Layla?
From Loki and Layla people. This is their new candle line. This is their pop culture line. So obviously, here at Not Cool in High School, we like our pop culture references. So this is called A Candle Has No Name, which is an obvious pun from
Game of Thrones.
yeah. And
Girl
then
Has No Name?
This one is called Tutti Fucking Fruity, which is going to be a reference to the late Sam Hague from The Devil's Rejects and House with Thousand Corpses. So it smells just like the Tutti Frutti gum ice cream. It smells amazing. We're actually blowing it out real quick because it's you're supposed to light them for an hour or two, and then blow it out, let it sit, and then relight it again, and you get the perfect burn. But we actually ordered 2 of these for the whole downstairs. It's a great candle. It smells really, really good. So go check them out on Facebook as Loki and Layla Candles. So you can go check those guys out. So you want to do some sodas quick?
Yeah, might as well. Okay, so I got.
Fuck 'em, break 'em out.
He's got a new holiday Coke. Oh, we might have to get some cups here.
We got cups.
Oh, we're beyond
So
cups.
I tried this one already, so we'll start with that one. It's cinnamon Coke.
Cinnamon Coke.
I'm gonna tell you, it's not hot.
Fill me
cinnamon.
up.
So it's not Red Hots. It's not. What are the one of the little?
Red Hots.
All right,
Yeah.
go very
Big
light.
red-
Go very light with your pours, boys. It's a small can.
Yeah. No, we have more. So if anyone
okay.
wants a full can, they get a full can. But we'll just try it first.
Let's try it first. Yeah.
So if you want to smell it, it smells like sweet cinnamon.
If you have extra
But
cans,
I
leave one
said-
for Heidi because she likes to try it.
I said it tells when you have cinnamon and you open it and like the dust comes out.
Yeah.
It kind of smells like that and it kind of tastes like that.
Let me get a smell
If you
quick.
did that and then you took a whack of regular Coke, but you dump it all.
It's like the cinnamon challenge.
Yeah, I got actually there's beer in this. I gotta dump it out.
You know what you could do? You can actually, apparently you can actually add soda to certain cakes, and it would actually be like, it's not terrible for you.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a brand new sink. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Brand new sink.
Oh,
no
shit.
more drippy droppies. All right, let's go with it.
So try some cinnamon Coke. Limited edition came out the other week.
That is slightly pleasant. I like that.
Yeah, actually, that's very good.
It's not overpowering. It's not.
No,
too
it's
sweet.
literally. I mean, it's cinnamon Coke. It tastes exactly like a Coke, but
Very
it has
subtle.
that scent,
Yeah.
subtle hint of cinnamon.
That's what I think. Yeah, like if you just open the cinnamon, breathe it in, took a whack of Coke.
If
Regular
you
Coke.
didn't like regular Coke and you just want
Yeah,
a
you
little
won't
bit
like
of
this.
spice, the cinnamon would be okay. This
Yeah.
is all right. I like this.
So if anyone wants that can, they can have it.
fucking right, I'm gonna.
Does anyone want a full can?
I'll leave one for Heidi.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have. There's 5 more in it.
Let's do a quick review around the table, banging beer style. What do you give that? Would you? All right, so we'll do a 1 to 5 scale. 3 is an average Coke.
Oh, okay.
And we'll do in increments of like 3.25, like
the
untapped.
quarters, 25,
quarters.
50, 75, a buck.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
And 5 is the perfect soda. I actually would give this a 4.5. This is a soda that I would buy and drink more of.
Yes, I would buy a 12-pack and enjoy the 12-pack.
Yes.
I just bought the little ones just to try it. I think this is a good. These are for people that can't see. We're drinking the small 7.5 ounce cans.
My favorite was I really liked when they did the mango Pepsi. This is better. I would give this is a 4.5 for me as a soda.
I would say, like, for being a Coke drinker, I love Coke. Like, the cinnamon adds a little bit of a nice, like,
It's like a nice little subtle hint.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I'm like, you could drink like two of these at least. Like, if it was like a regular 12 ounce, one and done, you'll be okay.
And again, it's
But
not.
the
it's
seven-
not
the
hot
seven-
cinnamon.
The
Seven and a
cinnamon,
half
the cinnamon
ounces.
actually
It's
takes
just
away a lot of
subtle.
that
Acidic
bubbly
sting.
that bubbly soda feel too.
Yeah, a little bit. I think it's very good.
Yeah,
I think when I rate it, I
like
give
it.
it 8 out of 10. So,
8 out of 10.
Yeah.
So that's probably right about where I
yeah.
am.
I would rate you. I'd probably match you there.
4 or 5?
4 or 5. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. I like that.
So you're saying 4.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't drink soda. But I thought it was
Fuck you,
delicious.
Steve.
I know, right? I like it better than Coke, and
too good for soda.
I would agree with what you say. It kind of takes some of the
You're too good for soda,
bite
rookie.
of Coke off of you. Okay, it takes that away a little bit. I
Yeah,
like
that's
And
delicious.
it's only 90
it.
calories.
Would drink again for a guy that doesn't drink soda.
Yeah,
whatever that's worth.
it's not bad. It's something like for a holiday.
I'd be interested to try that on out of like a soda machine, like
Like fountain soda.
like a fountain
Yeah.
soda.
How about mixing that?
Yeah,
Like spiced
Ooh.
rum? Do you know what I
Okay.
mean? Like I
Yeah.
think it would take that to a whole different level.
Yeah.
I agree.
So up next is another one. It's Sprite Winter Spice Cranberry. I have not tried that.
That sounds awesome.
So
So
I've had a
maybe-
cranberry
The
Sprite,
cranberry Sprite was around
but
before
this is different.
as cranberry mist, but Pepsi stopped making that, and now they have spice cranberry. So winter spice. Let's see. I'm gonna smell first.
We're gonna go Mixie Dixie here.
So I'm not gonna lie about this.
Smells
I
good.
like the 7.5 ounce
The little cans.
cup. Well, cans. I really like that.
There you go, pour
That's
yourself.
a nice little.
I think it's smart to put the flavors in these.
Oh,
you can
hell
buy
yeah.
12. You can buy a normal 12 pack, but try it. There you go, babe.
a little bit of the bubbly.
If you want a full can, let me know because we have 6 of them.
Does anybody want any more? I have like maybe
We'll try
about
it
a
first. Let's
quarter.
try it.
With that little bit of Coke, gonna do the ginger ale thing, perhaps.
I'm normally not a cranberry guy. When it comes to cranberry flavors, I love eating cranberry at Thanksgiving.
I like dried cranberries.
Right
I think
my
they're
alley.
fantastic.
That is a good soda.
Right my alley. I love cranberry.
So banging beers, we do beer reviews. Andy brings us
I went
craft
slamming
sodas.
sodas.
Yeah,
Slamming soda. I think this. I don't taste any spice at all. I'm the fish.
I don't either.
No. Sipping. We're doing banging beer, sipping sodas.
It's cranberry Sprite. There's not more to say. It's cranberry Sprite. It's good.
I thought it had a little bit of a like a cinnamony kind of thing there.
Really?
A little bit.
4.25. Just a hair below this.
Oh, 4.25? Okay. You got to throw that point in there. I'm lost.
Yeah, 4.25.
It kind of reminds me of a little bit of like like ginger ale, but without the ginger ale, but with like lemon
Yeah.
and lime.
Yeah,
That's exactly
That's a
what it
good.
reminds
That's a
me
good
of.
soda. I would
Yeah.
buy that again.
This
I
is
would,
very good, too. I would say 4.
You know, I'll give it.
So
I'll give
4
it
or
4.5 just because I really like it. I just like Sprite
I thought it was
because
good.
Do you want to mix up your 7 and 7s a little bit this holiday season? Throw a little Sprite cranberry.
this
with-
Yeah.
shit
Yeah.
will do it for you.
I don't really think it's much
Definitely.
different than the cranberry Sprite of last year, though.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
a
not.
Sprite,
It's a cranberry soda.
They just
Maybe-
said winter
maybe
spiced.
Yeah.
You know,
What
maybe
does that
take a
mean?
little bit of the edge of like this the sweetness of it, but overall, like that's just a good tasty soda,
Yeah.
flat out.
Yeah. So is that what we have for snacks this week?
Yeah, that's it. I just bought them 2 sodas.
Cool. Cool.
If you want a full can, you can have a full can.
Yeah, I would leave one for Heidi just to let her try it out if you don't mind. All right, let's.
Certainly fun.
This is normally we would do our topic today, but we're gonna bypass the topic because 2 of our colleagues here. They went to Comic-Con.
Yes, we did New York Comic-Con.
New York Comic-Con.
That's City.
The only thing I would ask if you guys can do is I know you guys both had like a Comic-Con album. If you can so the people listening can go and check out your stuff, and this way that you're not getting flooded with random friend requests. If
Which
you
is
can
okay.
just share your album to the page.
Can you do that?
Yes.
I didn't know you could do that.
I didn't know you could do that either.
Yeah, just like
Damn.
just
how
get
about
your
that?
album and say share album,
Yeah.
and just put it on the Not Cool
Wow,
High School page.
I didn't know you could
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah,
That's
especially,
pretty
especially
cool.
when you do your tournaments for
Yeah.
the wrestling music, you
Yeah.
could share it too.
I did not know that.
Yep.
Wow.
So I'm gonna let Andy go ahead and do it because
he was there
stayed
before you.
the whole entire.
Yeah, I was there all
convention.
4 days, so Thursday through Friday.
So when you
How many days
when
did
you
you
Thursday through
cosplay?
Sunday. Only 2. I only do 2 because Thursday, first day, I like to get there, see the lay of the land, see what's what. Usually they keep the same places, like Marvel Booth's always in the same area. A lot of the vendors are kind of the same area every year, is that they keep returning. You know,
Yeah.
the Artist Alley, where the artists stay at different places, sometimes they try to keep the same area. But Artist Alley is normally in the same place.
Yeah.
So, like, if you went there last year, you know how to get there. Same with the autographs, panels, same spots. So that's what I do Thursday.
Okay.
And then Sunday, because we go home, you got to check out the hotel early. And
You don't
put
want
your
to dress
stuff-
up.
Yeah, and it's a hassle.
Were you the only one in your group to dress up?
Yes.
I did notice that.
My
You're-
tag partner does not like to do it, although his sister and her husband did last year, and they were Star Wars characters.
Okay.
How many in your group?
4.
Okay.
Yeah, then my one friend Brad was there. He came up on Thursday night.
Seen the lighter when I did
Yes,
it?
it was right here.
Okay. It's like where the fuck
As
is
I
it?
drop it. So, yeah, my friend Brad was there too. So he, it's like,
Yeah.
sometimes.
So
I-
what
I
I would
gotta be careful
what
what
I
I
would
drink,
say to you,
though, 'cause I don't
Andy.
wanna-
So dip into like the Thursday, Friday, and then kind of like segue me into
Okay,
Saturday.
yeah, I would just jump around.
Chetty is in. Keep talking.
Okay, so if they're all 4 days, as I said, I only cosplay 2 days because it's a little hard sometimes, and sometimes
I get you, yeah,
sometimes I
that,
need a
yeah.
handler. I can't do everything because of the costume.
Makes absolute
I don't
sense.
have pockets. I don't have I can't have easy access to something. I'm carrying a big weapon or something. Like Wonder Woman, I need a handler. I couldn't do it.
Oh, you're damn
I had all this
right.
armor
Oh my
and
God.
shit on. It's like
and the people with you are
my
cool doing that.
yeah.
That's
Well, my
awesome.
friends. So my tag partner's sister has a YouTube channel where she does makeup and everything. So I said I want to be Gem, so we come up with some type of makeup thing for it. And she actually gave me all the makeup and stuff. So she's really cool. I forget her name. Her YouTube channel. I don't want to plug it. I think it's like Ashley Paul. If you said,
Just send me the
I'll
link.
find- yeah, I'll get the link.
Once you leave, send me the
anyway,
link.
she did help me with the makeup and everything. But so Thursday we go to Lay Lands. I think Thursday is a good day if you want to get any commissions done, drawings. You do it then because then they have all weekend to do it.
Is Thursday not as popular?
No, it's not as busy. A lot of people because they work Thursday.
they
and
wait for
Friday.
the weekend.
Yeah, and they Saturday and Sunday. I forgot that one. Are the big games? The big days to go. But then there's some like celebrities you can. Yeah, there you go. Supporting Big Games Monthly. Some people like celebrities are only signing Saturday or Thursday. Different days. Like the AEW panel was only Friday, which you had to win a lottery to get into. So I didn't get
Really?
Into it. Yes.
Oh wow, that was.
But at the
something
Headlock
else.
booth upstairs,
Who was there?
Jericho, Moxley, Nyla, Brandy, Jungle Boy.
You should have fucking messaged
And somebody
Nyla.
else. That's why I was hoping to run through the halls. So if I run through the halls, I'm in. But
Yeah.
I didn't run into anybody. At the Headlock
Wow.
table upstairs, the Headlock was a wrestling comic, and they sell wrestling prints and stuff. Sergeant Slaughter with a GI Joe world title with the winged eagle with a GI Joe logo like actually in the gold.
Oh, snap.
shit.
Yes, looked awesome.
Did
Paul
any,
Nash?
Did any of them do any sittings like Jericho, Nyla?
No, they only did a panel and they rather. And then they did an angle where Cody attacked the Jericho.
I did see that, yeah.
So they did that, and then Hall and Nash were at the Headlock panel along with Mick Foley was there for 2 days, who took off because he was on SmackDown on Friday, and Joey Janela was there, and they were selling like Lucha Brothers prints and everything, a lot of cool stuff at the Headlock panel.
Nice.
So I walked by just to see how tall Kevin Nash was.
Yeah.
But the lines were
Is
real
he
long
huge?
for that. Yeah, he's tall. Just Janela's my size. But Sarge was sitting there, whole get up, and he had the GI Joe belt. I'm like, oh man, I want that GI Joe belt.
I hope he was mean mugging.
Yeah. But
You my God.
yeah, did that. But my whole thing is like I don't really meet celebrities so much. I get comic book signed, so I meet comic book celebrities and to buy comics. Oh, we got donuts there. How about that?
Forgot about that.
Yeah, let's eat those suckers.
Yeah,
And
break them out. Fuck it.
My
Just do your topic first.
my tag partner, he met Paul Rudd. He said he was a very nice guy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and he said that he asked him. He said, "Let me ask you a question. What Avenger does Sex Panther not work on?" He's like, "I have it on very good authority that Sex Panther does not work on the Black Panther." And he's like, "Oh, that's cool." And he asked him
That's a
another
great question.
too. And he said, "Who would win in a fight, the Avengers or the Channel 6 News team?" And he said, "All day, every day, Channel 6 News team." I was like,
That's
pretty
awesome.
cool because he was what Brick. I forget his name, Brick Timberland or whatever. No,
Yeah.
but that's
Did
I thought it was.
and he also my
Steve
friend met
Carell.
Bill. Yeah, he's Brick. He
Yeah.
met
Steve Carell's a prick?
no.
No,
Brick is Steve
Brick.
Carell.
He's gonna hear that. He's
yeah.
gonna be very
Yeah.
upset.
Now
with
Steve
you.
Carell's probably a nice guy.
I have to say he better not be a
So
prick.
my friend
That
also
ruined
met Billy D. Williams and the guy that played Wong in Doctor Strange. That was his big meets.
Are they going to make any
Anything
more
is
Ant-Man
celebrities.
movies, you think?
I think so.
They were gonna make a third one, I think.
Oh, they're gonna put Paul Rudd in because it's Paul Rudd. Apparently, he's a good guy. He was somewhere signing autographs, and he stayed for an extra hour, missed his flight, and said, "I'll just go home tomorrow. No big deal. I got nothing to do." I was like, "That's a good guy right there."
Yeah,
awesome.
sure.
Yeah, because my friend was talking to his handler, and the handler was telling him.
Paul
And,
Rudd, if you're gonna listen to this podcast at some point or another, I would love to meet you.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
being creepy. You're a cool
creepy.
guy.
Paul Rudd, stay away from him.
Yeah, stay away from
He'll probably
from
touch you.
So,
or something.
No,
jump around on my things there.
no, I give credit where
Have
credit's
you
due,
ever
and that's
seen
cool.
Paul Rudd when he goes to promote movies and he goes and plays Mac and Me on Conan O'Brien?
No.
And he's done it for like 10 years in a row.
And Conan
Like, he's-
O'Brien's just like,
and it's a scene of Mac and Me where the kid's flying down the hill in the wheelchair and flies off the cliff. He's like, "All right, well, Paul Rudd's here to announce his new movie. And I'm here. You're going to do a clip." He goes, "Yeah." And it just, and he's trying to hit the brakes and the brakes snap off and the kid flies off the cliff and hits the water. And then the alien goes, and then Conan O'Brien's like, "That is not your movie." He goes, "No, it's not." And then like he comes back the next time, like, "So you're gonna show this movie?" He goes, "Yeah." And it's just like highlight reel on YouTube, and it just type in Paul Rudd Mac and Me, and he literally does it for 10 years straight to Conan O'Brien.
Wow.
And it gets to the point where they're like, the movies. They're like, the people who sent you here to do promotion are really pissed
because you will not show the
because
movie.
you are not showing the movie. And he's like, "So we guarantee that this is going to be the movie this time." And they play it,
It's
and it's macking me.
Oh my god!
And then he's like, all right, it's funny, but play the actual clip. And it's macking me again.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
"Oh man, that's
But
great."
Anyway, so I'll just jump around. Like I mainly get comic sign, I buy variants, and I dress up and take pictures of people because that's one of my favorite things to do.
So you on this show have talked about variants you've done before, and you are trying to do a collection of wrestling variants.
Yes, I didn't get anything wrestling wise this time.
I thought you did.
No.
You just got a drawing.
Yeah, I got 3 commissions this time.
By the way, that drawing is
I'm gonna pull it out in a second here.
that drawing of the butt in the area. He
Yeah.
really got in there.
Yeah. So but I have been trying to get all the X-Men girls. I only have
Done by wrestlers.
no, just X-Men girls.
Okay.
That's my wrestling ones. I was just trying to get like a wrestling comic mashup, like
Yeah.
Sergeant Slaughter on a GI Joe comic book, holding up the world title, or
Yeah.
Demolition, you know. But so I want to get all the wrestling girls. I got a girl to do Dazzler, but she was only there one day, so she's gonna mail it to me. And I only need Shadowcat, and I have every X-Men girl drawing, commission wise. I did get before that. I pulled this out first. So I was walking around Sunday, looking at toys, trying to get a Elvira Pop. I didn't find that, but I did find this. And inside was a T-shirt.
yes.
These were $20. And
Oh my God.
And you could hang it on your wall. So check that out. Super Metroid is a giant Super Nintendo cartridge.
Love.
They also had Super Mario World, but they did not have the Zelda one. Just flip them little 2 tabs
And
up.
was there a Mario shirt? I assume in the Mario one.
Yes, and,
Oh
and
my
a Super
God.
Metroid shirt and that for $20. I thought that was pretty good.
That's great.
So I picked that up.
I'd wear a Metroid shirt.
And
I try and pick up as many Metroid
we'll
shirts
take pictures of all
whenever.
the stuff once we wrap.
So the Marvel booth I was trying to get into to get these variants. I got into, but not the first day because they go, oh, the line's capped. And my one friend Matt Hill's there. He's like, you stand there and like with a bank, you know, them things at the bank, them little whatever they're called. He's like, once the line gets there, they let more people in. So I just stood there and was like, okay. And I went in because I went to get this glow in the dark Ghost Rider variant, and I met the artist and the writer and got him to sign that. So
Glow in the dark.
that's the new Ghost Rider. The crown glows in the dark.
So if we shut the lights off,
Yeah, yeah.
it'll
Yeah.
glow.
I take your word for it.
And that's the and then at the bottom it has the number of what is it? 100 and
It's very good art.
1,230.
And that's
Yeah,
you have it signed by the artist.
yeah, at the artist and the writer.
Cool.
So they're both there.
That's
And then
awesome.
I got the Storm variant signed
Ooh,
by J.
that's-
Scott Campbell, who
that
does
is-
it.
that is
glows,
gorgeous.
That glows in the dark. Well, that's Powers of X, I think 5.
And J. Scott Campbell's a really good guy.
I like
it
how the
seems
variant
like.
doesn't have the book on it.
Yeah,
the book art.
that's called a Virgin variant. So this one is completely sold out. This Ghost Rider one, and that one, the Storm one, was not sold out Sunday, but it probably did sell out. And I got one for Ben, that completely sold out.
Yeah, because Andy picked up a Mondo variant for me, where it's like a whole bunch of like heroes and villains, and it was like 682 over 1,001.
Nice.
For a variant.
I'll go
It's pretty
fast
cool.
through this stuff. So Lady Death, the creator, was there. Brian Polito, and he is the writer. But check these out. These are New York variants that were limited. Statue
amazing.
of Liberty, and there she's in Times Square.
That's
So
awesome.
He completely
cool.
sold out of all of them. He's a good businessman, but he's a real nice guy. He's like, I forgot my books. If I want to buy these, he's like, bring them all tomorrow. We'll do them. We'll sign them all. So this is 147 out of 150. So we had 3 left that day,
Phenomenal.
and 88 out of 100. But man, they're gone.
Like
That's
all right, so
awesome.
when you get
Yeah.
up in his line, he's like, "I have 6 books left. Will he only sell like when you're the next in line? You have to get 47, or can you like I have 50 out of 50?
If you wanted to, like you could, yeah.
You could
if
be that
There is
pretentious.
people that are anal.
Yeah,
I was like, I just want that one. He
like
just came me. I'm like,
there's
that's cool.
there's 100 books. I'm like, can I have number 69?
You don't. I mean, you would want to get.
yeah,
yeah.
because
you
you're
wanna
that
get number
fucking
one.
horny. Yeah.
You would want to get
I'm not
number
that
one.
horny, I think.
But that guy,
I'm
had,
immature.
I'm just saying though.
he had 10 variants, and I think he sold completely out of all of them. I was
Yeah.
like, wow.
Wow.
But he's a
That's
really cool guy,
amazing.
and I was asking about Megadeth, what his favorite Megadeth album is. Because usually, any creator, if I meet him, I try to talk about something other than comics. To kind of like, oh, this guy's kind of cool. Like, we know this one guy, Alex Sanchez, who I will show you the commission in a second. We first went up to him and got commissions done years ago, and then we met him again, and he said, one of us was wearing a wrestling shirt, me and my tag partner. He goes, you guys watch wrestling? We're like, yeah. And he's like, do you guys watch New Japan? We're like, what? Do we watch New Japan?
Oh, you're like,
And
we
then-
actually are wrestlers.
Yeah, and then it all came out. And we would talk to him for hours. And like
That's
one day he came
wild.
back.
I love
So
that
I had
shit.
him, Alex Sanchez. He is Ironhead77 on.
is he your
Instagram.
go-to commission for your wrestling comics?
Yes.
now?
So
Yeah.
which I didn't have. I was gonna have him draw Okada, but then I had this one, so I had him do the Spawn right here.
That is awesome.
So he did
Wow, that looks
So it's by Alex Sanchez.
awesome.
He's a cool
Wow.
guy.
So it is a Spawn 300, but he did his own take on it.
So this is a blank cover, and I just gave it to him. And he drew
Wow,
it.
that looks
And then
nice.
you could say what you want. I said make old school Spawn because I want the old school Spawn.
That's very good.
Yeah, so that's what Alex did.
That's nice.
And then obviously I messaged Scott Blair beforehand, and I said I want an Elvira commission.
Oh yeah, this one's crazy.
And I wanted showing off what she always shows off, which is boobs and legs. And he's like, awesome, because that's what he does is pin up. So Scott Blair Art on Facebook, on Instagram. So he did this, and it's awesome because you could tell That is Elvira.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
100%.
yeah.
And this was a black, and he said,
There's some nip in there.
he said this, yeah. He said, he'll do it. I mean, you want it, he'll draw whatever you want. So, yeah, I picked this up the first day. They cut me a little bit of
The
deal
shape
'cause
of Elvira.
Yeah, the shape. And he said this is one of the best blanks for somebody. He's like, man, if you find more of them, I would buy some of them because so many people ask me for Elvira stuff. So I was
That's
like,
awesome.
this is
Beautiful.
an awesome commission. And,
And that's nice
My
clean-
dad's the one isn't here yet. So.
And that's nice clean art then too. Like
Yeah.
that's just like pure.
But like,
Have you ever met Elvira?
no, I haven't, and I want to. But I did have my one friend Bob, who passed away, actually got me an autograph thing. He didn't tell
Did
me.
he?
Yeah, and he gave it to me then. Like that was last year.
Sucks he passed away.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that forever.
He had such a good collection.
Yeah, he was a good guy too. You know.
Actually, I followed Elvira on Instagram just today, and wow,
She's cool as shit.
I should probably like send that to her. I didn't even think
She's
of that.
fucking magnificent.
No, not the comic, but I mean the picture.
Picture. We'll tag
I think
her.
she would. I think she would sign that.
But
She'd be like, "Oh
Scott
hell yeah!"
Blair, he does the face like
Done.
you could clearly know that's her.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
Like,
Yeah.
and he's like
Nailed it.
He'll draw any
So
celebrity.
what are the other art you got done? Do you have it with you?
No, I don't have it.
What the Venom one? The Alexa Bliss Venom.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot that. Yeah, so I did buy that. I totally. So that's Scott Blair too. He had the prints, so they're not new art. They're prints. So he
Yeah.
made many, but yeah, he had the Alexa Bliss, the Venom taking her over. He also had a Becky Lynch one that was really cool.
Oh, yeah?
But then I opted to get the Sabrina one where she's reading the
de-
Satanic
with
Bible
with the devil behind her.
yeah, the devil, and then Salem's right there. So
Yeah.
yeah, I totally forgot about the Alexa. You know what? That's still my bag. I forgot to take out my bag.
How much does he charge for a commission?
Well, on his Kickstarter, you could, if you donate an extra 200, he would do it. I think he was charging 200 or 150 at the show. I've been a repeat customer, so I get a little bit of discount.
Nice.
So
I always
I didn't
He,
pay that.
he knows you by name.
Yeah.
I would always love like if someone can draw me the boyhood dream where Sean's just looking at the
Oh
title.
yeah, he could draw that. Yeah.
Oh my god, I would
Anything
fucking,
wrestling? Because here's the other thing. He's been drawing for a while. The ECW Hardcore Homecoming shows that were out like 10 years ago when they had like reunion. He did the covers for them.
Nice.
So them Blu-rays or DVDs.
Yeah,
that-
I would always
the
want
shows.
like an artist drawing of that the boyhood dream.
Yeah.
There was a really cool show on ProWrestlingTees.com, and I never picked it up. And it was like it just says boyhood dream, and it looked like a comic sketch of him holding the title, like looked like he's ready to
Oh,
cry.
yeah.
And they don't sell the shirt anymore,
Oh,
and I
that
can't even
sucks.
find a website that does it.
Wow.
I'm so
know,
bummed
I-
I never
I'll
got
share
it.
a link with you afterwards. I bet you I could find it.
Really?
Yeah.
No joke. That's like a tough thing.
There's
to find
that one.
If
There-
something like
there's
that.
that one where it's a gray shirt and it just says a boyhood dream come true, and it's him holding the title. And there was another one they did. It looked like an old school 8-bit.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
Super Nintendo, and it's him doing the elbow drop, and it looks like a punch out cover, and it says Showstopper.
Oh, nice.
And it looks like an NES cover.
I might be
know
able to
what?
help you.
You know
this
what?
shirt isn't. This doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Oh my god, if you could find it, that'd be
Yeah.
amazing.
No joke.
we'll
I'm
look
gonna
out for
tell
the
you
show.
right now. So like when I found my Turkish Rambo DVD, I put out my
DVD. I love you, man.
I mean, I put it out there. I'm like, can you get me this Dark Maze Turkish Rambo DVD, which is called Rampage? And so they were like, oh yeah, well well, I just put it out there, and one guy's like, are you talking about what I'm talking about? I'm like, let me see a picture of it.
What do you think about what I'm
And he
thinking
was
about?
like, the Dark Maze, it's like Rampage had the whole thing. I do have the original, like the actual DVD, because it was a Turkish film. They did it like Rambo style.
Ben, we're getting a little too
Yeah,
far off here.
yeah. You're saying
but-
Turkish
but-
and
but-
Rambo a lot.
Yeah.
But anyhow, like point being, I ended up getting it for like $20, and people were selling it for like $100-$200.
That's crazy.
So like I did the forum and did that. So maybe
Yeah.
a forum.
I
would
actually,
work
I
for you.
found the old school Jericho reprint of the Raw is Jericho and the WCW Jericho.
Monday Night Jericho.
Because I was trying, like, man, if I could find those two shirts, I could probably find the other ones. They weren't on there, and I'm always trying to find the KO and KO's first NXT shirt where it looks like duct tape.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I found it. I thought I ordered an extra large.
Oh, that's the one you got this small.
and
or
it
whatever.
was an
Ooh.
extra large child.
Yeah.
And I gave like I literally gave it to our super fan of our podcast, Alexa. She watches all of our stuff, and I was like, I want you to know something right now. Like, this is my dream shirt, and I got it, and it's a youth extra large. It's your shirt. Like,
Enjoy this.
She enjoys it. Like, I'm like, this is my favorite KO shirt, and I cannot find it for myself. You can have the kid version of it.
That's awesome.
So yeah, she does a lot of cool stuff for us.
No
too.
joke. Maybe the forum I can point you to. They actually they have a WWE
Cool.
And, like
yeah.
wrestling
yeah.
one
If
too.
either one of you's come across it, let me know.
No joke, they're good about that shit.
So anything else at Comic-Con, Andy? You want to?
Yeah, I dressed as Aquaman on Saturday.
Very good
on
Aquaman.
Friday. Thank you. I let my beard grow for almost over a week. It was killing me. I was like all day. I was like, I just gotta get rid of this.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand it, and I was like,
I actually dig the beard on you.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
You should keep it.
Yeah, I don't know if I gotta care. It was,
All right, so
it was
when
bothering me so much.
when it starts getting itchy like that, because I have the problem too. Like
Yeah.
right now with my beard, it's like it gets super super itchy. But if you can get them on Amazon super cheap. You get like a beard
Yeah.
a beard care kit, and when it gets itchy, you just get some of the balm or like the oil and just
Yeah.
put it in your beard, comb it through, and the itch goes because you're moisturizing
Yeah,
it.
and you know what else I felt? I felt real greasy too. I don't know if that's just my overall greasy skin. My hair is very greasy.
when you
I'm
put
Italian. I hear
yeah,
you.
yeah. So maybe my beard is greasy.
when you put the balm and the
Sorry.
oil in, it does get a little greasier, but it doesn't. You get rid of that itch almost.
Oh,
immediately.
really? Wow.
yeah, it looks shinier, looks a lot
Yeah.
more
I like to
presentable.
like
I
let it
think.
grow in and then shave it all the way because it's
Yeah.
just change the pace.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so my whole goal that when I was like is to meet a mirror. So I met the one mirror, the white mirror, and she looked pretty good, and she had the same like.
You met some hot girls.
Yes, I always take pictures of hot girls. A lot of things when costume they'll come right up to you, and that's like, oh, this is awesome. But the one thing I tried it, so my friend 3D printed part, my friend's husband, and it broke like as soon as I got there. I was like, God damn it! So I got some tape from Alex, and I taped it up, and I was like, well, it's just the tape part, but what can you do? Because the heat messed with the 3D
Fair
print
enough.
part.
Fair enough.
And so I met that one, and then I met a black mirror who looked awesome. She had like all kinds of armor and stuff, and she came right up to me, and I was like, yeah, and then I met another mirror. So I got 3 mirrors as Aquaman, and then I found that water background, which is my profile picture now.
Yeah.
So I was very happy. Then a Wonder Woman
That's
came up to me,
awesome,
who was
yeah.
really cute, and she's like, hey, we gotta take a picture. We belong together. I'm like, yeah. But I didn't get, I was hoping there'd be like a Justice League meetup.
Yeah.
And then they arranged them, but I don't really go in the cosplay areas too much. I should.
This Mysterio I thought was cool.
Yeah, that was the first day. That was a girl.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh wow.
That's what I was telling you.
Sometimes it's hard to tell. I mean, you know. But yeah, so it was fun as Aquaman. I took a lot of pictures, but the suit was so hot, like my chest couldn't breathe at all.
Tag me in for Saturday.
Sure, I was gonna get there, but because I didn't meet Ben yet.
So,
Let him go.
Do you want to tag me so I can talk
Yeah.
a little bit? Here, tag me in. Here, no joke.
Did you
All
get
right.
that? It was
All right.
right for the microphone.
So anyhow,
nailed it.
Yeah, so Saturday Ben gets there.
So Saturday I get there. So this was getting there Friday night about 1 o'clock. So I worked 1 o'clock.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about those. Yeah, write that down or something, or keep the image there.
So 1 o'clock we get to my buddy's place, and it was like last minute cosplay shit. So my one buddy, we worked on it.
Kim Possible.
yeah,
How about
Kim
that Black
Possible.
Widow I took a picture of? Oh my god.
Wonder Woman was hot.
Yeah.
But anyhow, I worked on some cosplay for like 3 hours straight, and like just burned the midnight oil and then some, and just fucking hammering out cosplay, helping my buddy out because he didn't really prepare his Sandman hammer as the way they should. So they had some like gold paint, and like we primered it up, and then we got some special fucking paint for that. And I did my Mysterio boots and all that then too. So Saturday rolls around, and lo and behold, I put on my green spandex and all that other jazz, and got our one guy that was Dr. Octopus. He had a setup 10 feet of fucking coiled tentacles, weighed 30 pounds.
Wow.
And I think he's gonna wear that. Like,
Yeah, he wore it for 9 hours straight.
Wow.
And well, he got to sit down for a little while, about for an hour. So if you really want,
When you wear costumes, you got to take a break because you're overheated.
Oh, fucking
or
right.
Maybe something's too heavy on your legs or your feet, or like.
And
especially
you're
my
like
gem
super
heels.
on demand. Everyone's like, "Come here, let me
Yeah,
go, come here."
You know, and especially go to cosplay. Yeah, that's the actually
Shit.
is smoking hot there.
And I said, "Fuck it!" Like I did my thing. I had my green spandex on. I put my Mysterio cape and shoulder pads and all this other stuff in. And if you really wanted to look into it, that's the front. If you want to put that on,
I do.
no joke, you can actually see through that shit.
I saw the light pass through because you're in front of the box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sabrina's cute.
Oh yeah, there's a couple celebrities. There was one that was really cute, but I didn't get the chance to. Because like when you're at the con and you're waiting in line, you really can't get out of line, or someone go past you and there's like 100 people in the way. That's funny. But
Spider-Man. Amazing.
oh yeah, there's
love
a whole,
that.
like there's so many toys and stuff. There's so much stuff there that you can go 4 days and still miss stuff. They had a ton of cool statues there, and we'll get to that wood carving thing. You know how Ben brought the controller?
Yeah.
That was the same people that carved the VHS
Spitfire
tapes.
Labs, New York.
Yeah, the
City.
VHS tapes are new with the Beetlejuice and the Spaceballs.
And I
ones.
found that was
really
pretty
cool.
wild too.
Yeah. So that they were there. I mean, there's so many cool.
All right,
stuff.
so costumes are made. You guys are walking.
So
Comic-Con.
Finally, we're in full regalia costumes, and there are some difficulties with the Doc Ock, but like I actually ended up on the ride there making my smoke machine actually happen in one of the gauntlets.
So Ben has 2 smoke machines in each gauntlet.
I only
tell you.
no, I only
Oh,
had
you
the
had one?
one.
Oh, you
I
had
only
the
had the
one,
one
yeah.
because the one actually worked. So, no joke, like it was just ridiculous how everybody was like taking pictures of us. It was like when we first got in there, oh, could you take a picture? And it was like we were posing and all that. I mean, we didn't even walk 10 steps, and we were just—it was like a fucking crawl.
What happens is
the
like
whole
when you're a
entire time.
character, like you get pictures taken, but when you're a group of characters that connect with each other, then everyone wants pictures. Like when I stood next to the mirror, it's all like it's double, triple the amount of just me, you know?
Oh, it was like fucking dog shit crazy when it came to it. But I'm like, oh my god, like it got to the point where like like the second or third hour, it was nuts.
That was the highest point.
Yeah.
Jesus. Thick as oatmeal.
Find that Black Widow. Let's talk about her.
But oh my god, like people fucking loved us, and there was like even 3 or 4 people saying, "Oh man, like a lot of people don't do the vintage villains
Classic.
Like it's crazy how everyone pulled it off, and like my buddy was like he wore that outfit for like 9 hours. We entered the Marvel cosplay, and like there was like store bought, you know, it was pretty much all bought costumes for the Guardians of the Galaxy, and then there was a himjob. No, I'm not trying to
Punjabi.
be. I'm not Punjabi.
An
Like
Indian?
female cosplay. They did like all like gender bend villains.
Yeah, I seen that.
And that was
It's
cool.
Miracle. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
And it was pretty cool that they did that.
They were good.
Yeah, they were good. There was another one too that was walking around. I mean, you could walk around. There's like Shao Cat, Captain
that?
Carrot, Captain Carrot.
Yeah.
A DC goofy character that they
Yeah, it
made.
was like one-off. Yeah.
Kind of like the Scarlet Witch. I mean, if you want to just go, if you don't even like comic books,
Look at the Bowserette, the thighs on her.
oh my god! And then Peach was all about my gem costume. So, if you want to go and you don't like comics, you just want to look at hot girls.
Jesus Christ.
That's a place to go.
Bowserette is thick as hell.
Yeah. Oh, there was so many. My friend goes,
Jesus.
he's like,
Is that the Black Widow?
yeah, no, there's a better one. My friend goes, this must be a bakery because there's so much cake here. And I was like,
No, Bowserette.
Oh my
Bowserette
God.
is baking some
there are
cake.
a lot of
Harlem Quinn.
good looking girls there, and there's probably good looking guys if that's your thing too. I guess, you know.
If that's your thing, yeah.
But like no joke, there are some like people like the parents.
So
for,
when
like,
you
certain
I
kids.
can't find the
I'll find it.
Yeah. So when you how did you do in the contest? I feel
think
like
we
you're
did-
like right there and you're
I
like
think we did
jerking
pretty
me off
well.
and then you just run
I think
away
they
from
did
it.
pretty well, and basically like they just did like the Guardians, and
Did you
then like
place?
I think they kind of like dismissed us in a way because we didn't have a 6th member, and like people actually came up to us and said, "You got robbed." Like no joke, even though you didn't have a 6th member, you got robbed in the worst way.
You
Because
had
like
4, right?
we had 5, we should have had 6 for a Sinister 6.
At the
Who are you missing, Rhino?
Craven.
No, it would have been Craven.
At the con, like a big con like that, the cosplay contests are very hard to win because they got professional people. You got people that've been working all year, and that's their only job.
But
So it's
apparently,
it's not fair. You know.
But apparently, we heard that the Guardians of the Galaxy group actually bought all their stuff, and they just like
yeah, that
fucking
kinda sucks.
plastered it on, and it was just like whatever. But I didn't care, and like my thing is, I always like catering to some people. They're like, "Oh, hey, Mysterio, hey, let's see a picture." I'm like doing the Mysterio shit, you know, doing all that.
yeah,
cool
if you're gonna
stuff.
cosplay, you have to have a pose. You can't just stand
Oh,
there and be like-
freaking right.
You have to have at least one. We should get 3. Yeah.
And there's some.
Hey, Batman, can I get a picture? Sure, kid.
Could you imagine? Get the fuck out of here, you goddamn son of a bitch.
And it was really cool because like some of the parents actually like saw like Mysterio, and they're like, hey kids, get your picture with Mysterio, right? And like I was like breaking out the smoke machine, I'm like and they're like, "Oh my god, that's so." And people are like, "Holy shit, smoke machine!" Even if it was like a small one and a fucking like whisked up.
Anytime you have smoke or lights, people
it
attract
was
people's
cool.
attention. Like,
It
I
was
seen
really
a Ghost
cool.
Rider, and he had like his head light up, his jacket and pants lit up. I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And you
That was
know,
my favorite one so far.
So that I was Jem, obviously. So I was a girl on Saturday, and I ran
was
into
Mysterio.
Ben. Yeah, so Ben and Scott were walking, and I was like, oh, so we got a picture, which I posted to the page then.
Yeah.
and that was really fun. I really enjoyed that.
So
Yeah.
that's Andy's thing.
let
It's
me
the
tell you
second day
something,
of
yeah.
Comic-Con, he dresses up as a girl every
and
year.
let me tell you, more girls come up to me when I was dressed like a girl. Maybe they think, I don't know, but they come up and they touch you, and they ask if they can touch you. So just want to put that out there.
So Jem was walking around with a new mic stand.
yeah. Like, oh my! I did have my shiny mic, so yeah, my Jem costume was it. So both were a
It
hit.
looked good.
Yeah, I thought it looked really
it
good.
looked
Your
great.
boobs look good too. Like they weren't like super pointy.
Yeah, and I don't want like real big goofy boobs. I
Yeah.
actually
Goofy
found, I
boobs.
found on Wish. I typed in breastplate,
were you-
and I found like a bra that has boobs built in.
Were you getting were like a girl's motorboating you and
No,
your boobs?
nothing that crazy.
Like
It's pretty out there,
Yeah,
Tony.
yeah. I mean, that's the real.
because girls when they see guys with like boobs, like fake boobs, like oh my god.
Oh yeah, no, nothing,
They're like yeah, don't touch your fake boobs.
nothing quite like that.
And you know, to be quite honest,
I would
with you,
if I would have seen you, I'd have been like I'm touching your boobs, Andy.
But I got that cool picture for the CGC had that thing where it's like a comic where it's like
Yeah,
a slap
go
that was-
yourself.
slap
that was
yourself.
awesome.
I didn't see that when I was Aquaman. I would have got an Aquaman picture too. So I was like, well, I'll get a couple gem pictures, but that
I
was the best
should,
one.
if I would have known about that, yeah. But
Yeah, because that was a cool thing that they had at CGC.
I'm not gonna lie, I got fucking acknowledged.
Well,
Hardcore.
CGC put you on their Instagram
Mm-hmm.
page.
Yeah, they did a Facebook storyline, and I was like, "Holy fuck!" And they actually did like the whole green mist on my helmet.
put, like,
I
an
go,
animation.
"Oh my god!" And I message them. I'm like, "That's me, no joke."
Did they say you're joking?
Thoroughly appreciate it, and they're like, "Man, we thought that was awesome." I'm like, "Oh, fucking right."
They said, "Thank God you said no joke," because we honestly thought you were joking.
Yeah.
No.
We thought you were
And I-
joking, and
I
we were going
ended
to take the picture down
Yeah,
because we thought you were joking.
yeah.
And the funny
Thanks for
thing
clarifying.
is,
Like,
Yeah.
no joke.
and you know what? You know what? Fuck you. The funniest thing about the whole entire thing is I got featured on 6 fucking websites.
he's-
that's
Gizmondo,
awesome.
Sci-Fi,
Congratulations.
and all these other ones then too.
Your Doc Ock friend got featured a lot as well.
Yeah.
Oh, he did. So like, I was a dead close second. So like, people were like fucking digging me and him
Yeah,
at the
that's
same
cool.
time, and I'm like, you know what? That's all I wanted
Especially if
to
you go
fucking
on,
do.
in the cosplay area.
The
'cause
only
that's where
picture
the
I
people
seen
go
though
and get pictures.
was with 4 U's. Who was your 5th guy?
Vulture, the bald guy with the wings.
There was
I seen Doc Ock, Vulture,
Sandman.
Sandman, and Mysterio. That was it.
Electro.
Oh, I didn't see
Oh, I
Electro.
didn't see Electro.
The
Let
Electro
me tell
was
you,
actually pretty
two of
wild.
Brad's friends are real pricks because they stopped and they just kept walking by. And I was like, "Oh, Ben!" And I was like, "Ben and Scott," and they're
Just ditched him.
yeah. I was like, "Get out of here!"
I mean,
I don't
should've-
know. I don't
should've
know.
super kicked him.
They're probably thinking, "Who's this guy?" Just like fucking pink girl.
You should have blew
Yeah.
and gold.
Took
super
my heel
kicked
off
him.
and put
I
it right
mean,
her
in a
fucking
way,
head.
like, I mean,
that wasn't cool.
Like, no joke, we were fucking tanking the whole entire way when we were underneath the bridge because it was like 10 steps and people were taking fucking pictures. And then it was like 2 steps, fucking people
But
taking
the
pictures.
outside
then
is that's
too.
the kind of designated.
And I'm
picture
just
place.
like, because
when
we
you come in, there's like a underpass and there's like food trucks. And that's kind of like the cosplay area. Even though there's never a cosplay area inside, that's where people just stand and take pictures. It's cooler outside, so everyone in the costume.
Is there any like cosplayers that are like professional ones and they're dicks? Like, can I get a picture of you? Like $5.
Yeah, but not walking around. They have like their own stand. Like that Ivy Doom kitty, who's her stats is ridiculous. Like she's like 5'2", but she's like big ass and big.
Really?
Like she looks like fake.
Like
She
an
looks
Instagram
if
girl.
you
Yeah.
slapped her ass, like her ass can take an earthquake
You
on
slapped
up her
her-
ass.
Oh my
Like,
God.
There
I'm
it is.
sorry,
I was
Ivy
gonna
Doom
say
Kitty,
if you made a
fuck
character in
Who- now, what's her name?
Skyrim, Ivy Doom Kitty. If you made a character in Skyrim and you put the thighs and you put them all the way up, like that's what she looks like. And like what's her name? Jessica Nagiri was there one year. She wasn't there this year.
Nigri,
but they
yeah.
usually charge for a picture. But
Yeah,
they
that's
look
fucking
super
nonsense.
hot. Whereas like the girls I took, well, they still look hot. They're not super hot, but some are.
Oh, she's super curvy.
Yeah, she's like, but she's only like 5 foot. Like you see her in person, it's like that looks fake. But yeah, she was there.
Who's the girl, the white girl that everyone's like begging her to do porn?
Jess Nagiri, probably.
Nigri, yeah.
It's
Jessica,
probably, even I know who she is.
N-I-G-R-I. Yeah, that one.
No, that's not her.
Oh, isn't it? Oh, there's another one too. There's so many now.
Oh wait, no, this might be her. Is this the girl who did the Bowserette and everyone was going losing?
I don't know.
No, the girl I'm talking about. She like people would say like, oh, she's fat, but she's super thick. You were saying she's like a whore, like not a whore, but like you were hating on her real bad the one time.
Oh God,
She has huge boobs, huge butt. She's kind of on the chunkier side.
Mm-hmm. There's one Instagram model that was actually in New York Comic Con, and like I'm gonna tell you, she's 19 years old, fucking slapped together, like
Jesus.
she like
Kelly.
like Andy said, like fucking put out the boobs, put out the ass, like on the toll bar. I mean, she's a slap to fucking every woman on the whole entire women race. Oh my God,
Jesus Christmas.
No, she's fucking slapped together. I'm like, God damn. And she like, we wandered and we were doing the Mysterio. Like I was doing the Mysterio. I'm like, oh shit, I want to actually like get a picture with her. I'm like, what the fuck? Why not?
Yeah.
I don't know who that is, but Jesus, good for her.
Yeah, it's
but like Jesus Christ. I'm like, wow.
There's a lot to
wild.
see when you go to Comic-Con, and you know what's weird on my phone, because I didn't upload all the pictures at once. They put them in post, so like if you're on a computer, you can see more pictures. I have like over 200, but for some reason the phone, it goes by post.
Mm-hmm.
So I found an AJ. Did you see the AJ and Rhonda that I found?
No.
Shit.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Thing, but that's pretty cool. He had the tattoo on his side. I'll try to find that Black Widow because oh my.
But then on top of that, like there's a few Mysterios that actually came up to me, like the movie Mysterios, and they're like, oh, we like that costume, and I'm like, all right, fucking right, man. And then I saw like one female Mysterio that actually had a smoke machine, but it didn't have like the same effect. But all 5-6 of us wanted to say like, hey, like we're gonna go gung ho with this cosplay and really improve on it. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna make my gauntlets a lot larger. I'm gonna do these mini fogger smoke machines, just fucking blast the shit out of everything. Just be like going hardcore. And I'll make my dome a lot better. Like it's gonna be more retro 60s version, and I'm gonna make it more scale Mysterio like bodysuit then too. So I'm kind of looking forward to that.
Nice.
So on Saturday night after the con, me and my friend were walking around getting something to eat, and I said, "How far is 30 Rock from here?" Because I like the show.
Yeah,
we MapQuest. It was only like a 30-minute walk because New York's easy, everything's flat.
Yeah.
So we walked all the way there, and I got to see 30 Rock. And I took my picture in front of it. I'd never seen it before. Got to see where the tree goes and the little ice skating rink, and then Nintendo of America store's right there in the corner.
Oh yeah,
Which I was never there. Ben was there before. And another funny thing, as we walked through Times Square, the drug dealer's gimmick is free comedy tickets. You want a ticket to a comedy show? Marijuana, weed, coke. It's like, what? So the first time I hear that, it's like, tickets to a comedy show, Molly. And it's like, what? And then like by the 10th time, like, oh, they're just selling drugs. I'm like, how do I get away with that?
And you know what the funny thing is? There are a couple of guys when the Mars Volta was still around touring. At the Electric Factory, it's like, oh, get your free chocolate, and it was like fucking chocolate mushrooms, like the hallucinogenic ones, and it's just like, no, man.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, but that was
you had me at Mars
bullshit.
Volta, but sure.
Mars Volta. And it's like on top of that too. Man, that was a. You know what? I'll tell you what.
Oh yeah,
yeah, she was smoking. And these two chicks, as gender bent Kylo Ren and General Hux, oy vey, right there.
yeah.
So, con is always a fun time. I really had fun. I enjoyed it. Took pictures of both costumes. Took pictures of.
I went to one con, and my experience wasn't as good as I thought I was going to be.
I'm with Tony. I went to a Philly con.
Oh, Wizard World.
Yes.
I went to Steel City Con in Pittsburgh.
No, they're smaller, both smaller ones. I went to Wizard World with Mark and Bria we went 2 times last year.
I also think I went on a Sunday. So,
last year we went on Saturday. It was all right, but the year prior was much better. It all depends it depends what you're there for. Do you want to buy comics? Do you want to take pictures? Do you want to dress up? Do you want to meet people? Celebrities.
Right. It was. It smelled like someone's attic. And it smelled like body odor. Like,
oh yeah, that's a lot of the problem. A lot of nerds think it's cool to not shower or wear deodorant.
Jesus Christmas! And you're like, oh my god, I can't wait to go to Comic-Con and see cosplay like this.
Yeah.
And then the girl who does that one is 8,000 pounds.
Yeah.
And I'm not being sexist because it goes both ways. We're like, oh, I'm gonna dress up as Thor, and this is before Fat Thor was a thing.
Yeah. So the most seen costumes, Fat Thor was all over. And then Beetlejuice for some reason. I don't know why there's so many Beetlejuices. But the most one I seen was that fucking Ahoy outfit from Stranger Things where I had to ask my friend what it was.
That was
Like the
that was
whole-
when they were at the
Stra-
working at the
Strangers
ice cream
thing?
parlor.
Yeah, there's a costume.
Oh, the Ships Ahoy or
yeah,
whatever.
that costume was everywhere. And I was
Yeah,
like, I don't get it.
that was a popular one. Yeah, and it was funny because I actually got like a Doc Samson. The Doc Samson was pretty fucking jacked. He goes, "Yo, I want to get my picture with Mysterio." I'm like, "Fucking right, man." And that's the guy.
Doc Samson is a whole character that is very
Yeah, he got
lesser-
exposed to
a
gamma
lesser
rays.
known
He's like
character.
a lesser like he's like a far intelligent
That's a very
guy,
deep cut.
doctor.
I thought that was actually like another version of like a Captain America.
Yeah,
I thought you were trying. I thought you were trying to get at Brock Sampson from Venture Brothers.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
no. And it was just so funny because he's like, I want to get your picture. I'm like, fucking right, man. I'm like, oh, like that was a D-Cups Doc Samson. I'm like, you know what? Yeah.
I was
fucking
scared for you
right,
when
man.
you told me you were wearing that bodysuit. I thought you were going to see some dick out.
You know what ended up happening? So my one buddy wore like this
Where's this gonna go?
like this onesie, and it looked like he had a fucking camel toe. I'm sorry, Alex. I'm sorry.
Okay, so what you do?
But point being, no, he had the camel toe, and
if
then
you're
they had a
gonna
whole
wear a
bunch of
spandex
stuff.
suit, you gotta try your costume on a month ahead of time. Okay, and if you notice that your dick is hanging out and it's going up your ass, wear poor shorts underneath.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I did? I did
Compression shorts.
I think I'd go prosthetics.
Yeah, unless you're gonna be David Bowie from Labyrinth. Then,
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The cod piece.
So
Dude.
put it this way, I actually wore a cup under that the whole entire time. So if you
So you look like you
it's
had more
no
bulge.
offense.
Yeah.
Let me see
Like-
that.
I did
So
not as
zooming
Aquaman.
in.
I didn't really need it, but
So
Yeah.
I put the cup underneath there.
I
I'm
also
like,
did it
it
as
was the
gem.
most neutral look, but man, that fucking rubbed me raw in the worst way.
That's a small cup, Ren.
What?
oh boy,
Super zoomed in.
Oh my god, you fucking zoomed in like fucking hardcore on that. But you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Look at my
Looks good.
Look at
not
my
gonna lie, I
fucking
have
look
a
at my
big
fucking
dick.
gauntlets. I zoomed into the gauntlets. Do you know how I did that? Fucking hot glue gun the whole entire time.
See this picture?
And cardboard. Look at that, Andy. That came
Fucking
out.
kid went as Robin, and his whole dick is
oh
out.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's a.
Well, I guess I would be too if I was filling up Raven there.
But Andy, look at that. That's like legitimate.
Yeah, it
like
looks good.
That looks amazing. That looked amazing. That was out of like that's like MacGyver, like 2 pieces of cardboard and hot glue gun.
awesome.
Look at
Holy
that,
fuck,
Tony.
you can tell this is gay porn right here.
Can't wait.
You know,
Not gonna lie, that's
nothing against them.
fucking
A
excellent.
lot of gay guys will use the con to come.
Bro, look at this fucking Robin.
Yeah.
For
We're
sure.
just zooming in on dicks.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, a lot of gay guys will come and they'll wear like a super tight outfit or like those wear little shorts and like no shirt. I'm like, well, what character are you? Like,
The ambiguously
Oh
gay
my
duo.
God.
I seen it in ambiguously gay
That's
duo, but
amazing.
I got a picture of them last year. So I picture.
Dude, that's the greatest show ever.
But lots of cool costumes though.
Yeah,
It's a fun time.
So we're definitely running long here, which is fine. But we're gonna wrap it here. So Ben, what do you got to plug? And don't risk off the 9,000 bills we're gonna do on Banging Beers.
All right.
Let's say
well,
Bang Beers this Sunday.
Yes, Banging Beers
Tune
is
in.
Sunday.
Yeah, Bang Bears this Sunday.
Great work. Next, Andy, what do you got to
All
plug?
right.
No. Banging beers. We're gonna have some
Did
good
you have
beer.
too many beers?
Maybe not. I
Yeah,
don't know.
definitely. You're a little glazed over.
No, I'm all right. But point being, though, I brought some more beer for Tony. I'm gonna be trying to get some more ambitious stuff, and lo and behold, it's always a continuous cycle.
Jesus
it's a revolving
Christmas.
door. It's a revolving door of beer.
Dord.
You are smoked. This is the drunkest Ben's ever been on Not Cool in high school. Put that in the notes.
Oh my.
Andy, what do you got to plug?
So this Friday, the Outbreak show this Sunday has unfortunately been canceled. So if you're going to the Outbreak show in Temple, PA, it has been canceled, and I don't know anything about.
well,
making up a date.
if you guys are not going to the Outbreak on Saturday and you would like to join
Oh,
us
it's on Sunday.
on Sunday.
Yeah.
On Saturday, if you guys are free, we're actually going to some haunted like scare, like one of those walk
in
through
Elizabeth?
scary things. No, we're going to this like a house haunted scary hotel or whatever.
Oh, where's that at?
I'm not sure, but
Oh,
we're
sounds
all
cool.
we're going to be leaving around like 5:30, 5:45 straight from work.
Okay.
We don't have enough room for one car, but if anyone wants to join us, you guys are more
Okay,
than welcome
cool.
to do so. We're going to do like a haunted
Sounds cool.
walkthrough thing.
But Friday, I will be wrestling at for True Wrestling at
Yeah.
it's their first show at their new True Mill grand opening event. It's their new training center area, and that will be at 75 Stark Street,
Four-way
in Plains,
tag,
Pennsylvania.
Four-way tag match for the title.
Yes, and we're actually the dark match of all things. So yeah,
Really?
But
For
yeah,
the title?
dark match is an indie show. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the first match. So True Wrestling in Plains, PA. It's right outside.
So they
Scranton.
put the tag match in a dark match
Yeah,
for the title.
They put the tag title match in a dark match, right? Because they're doing it as if you buy a VIP ticket, you get the extra match, right? You get to come in earlier, right? But they didn't advertise extra match. So why would you buy a VIP ticket if you didn't know what match you were going to get?
Yeah.
What kind of I don't get it.
Which is kind of crazy because.
But then there's two regular
Lame.
tag team matches. So I'm like, well, you put your tag titles. Like, I don't get it. But hey, I'm on the show, so I can't wait. So
Yeah.
True Wrestling this Friday, Plains, PA.
I don't know True Wrestling.
Search
I've never
True
seen a
Wrestling
show,
on
so I
Facebook.
can't really speak on their show quality or their show production. But if you're a tag team wrestler in the area and you want to get on a tag team scene, fucking PPW is where it's at. Their fucking tag team division is awesome, and their tag team division is like holds more weight than even any of their titles.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are more excited for when the tag team starts than the singles. It's definitely really good in that atmosphere. But what do you got? And one more thing, what do you got?
My podcast, which we were going to record one the other day, but my voice was too terrible.
Yeah.
New York Comic Con wrapping it up podcast. We're calling the Power Ring. So maybe, I don't know, maybe Thursday, Friday. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll get one out this week.
Cool.
Nothing. I want to say that
So,
my Teespring sweatshirt for Knuckle in high school is awesome. It's super comfortable. I love it.
and it looks cool.
Teespring, check it out.
Teespring, yep.
Link in the link below the video, I'm sure. And
Steve is the first person on the planet to own a not cool in high school merchandise.
That's awesome, man.
Like we had shirts maybe before when it was called things that weren't cool in
Yeah.
high school. So this is actually the first thing that ever sold for not cool in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super comfortable, and I love it. And I don't have anything else to plug. Hopefully next week I have some important news. But
Yeah, we took the week off, man, and I was like, I came home from Notre Dame, and I was sitting here, and I was like, man, I cannot fucking wait. Like, I kind of like, and this is nothing. Like, I hope this doesn't come off wrong, but I take for granted when we were doing this, you know. And then we took the week off, and like the day came when the show was supposed to happen, and I was like, I miss my dudes, man. Like,
Ready to do it?
I miss like sitting down with you guys and hanging out, and like we took the week off, and like we finally came back to doing the show, and I was like, man, I can't wait to be back and doing podcast.
Awesome.
I'm pumped, man. Like when we came back, I was
wrong
like,
with that.
yeah, looking forward. You are fucking. Maybe I don't regret it. Yeah, maybe this is our last episode.
he's driving down at the light with the helmet on.
Are you drunk? You can't smell my breath, officer.
If I was drunk food, I'd be wearing this.
Did you burp in that at all, Dis? And just like fucking can't stand yourself.
No.
But yeah, man. So I'm really, really happy that we
This
took.
looks ridiculous.
I know he's fucking such a goober. So we took the week off, man, and I definitely miss hanging out with you guys and doing the show. So I'm happy we're back and
Glad to be back.
Yeah, and I can't wait to keep going and keep doing it again. So pretty much all I got to plug is check out our other episodes coming out on the channel. If you're here and you've made it this far, please, for the
I don't know
love of
what's going
fucking
on.
sweet mother of God, hit that subscribe button.
Yes, like, share, subscribe.
Yeah, and we're gonna put some cool stuff out on the Facebook page, so hopefully it would draw some more eyes to us.
Yeah, we've been posting a lot. Tyler's been posting a lot. and
Yeah,
stuff.
so we got a lot of cool stuff coming up. Just keep supporting us, and like I said, grab that merch. If you do buy merch, take a picture of yourself with it so we can put it on the Facebook page and
yes.
support it. You know, and then like I said, if you're a fan of Steve here, you can go check out his wife's interview on Interviews with Everyday People now. So and it's a lot of cool stuff, and we talk a lot about this show on it. So check it out. It was a good show. We're gonna wrap up here, take pictures of everything, put on the Instagram, and then fire Ben. See you guys later.
Ba-da-ba-bum. He just moved left and right.
Go turn the camera.
Like, what are you doing?
You fucking drunk bastard.
That must be
Actually, my wife and we were talking. I started laughing
is
because
that laser beer like 18% or something?